What's up, folks? Welcome to another episode of Trapped in Arkham here on Another Letdown. My name is Zach from Another Letdown Media and the This Is Difficult video game podcast. I will be your host and lead commentator this evening. Yes, I will not be playing tonight, as I will be leading our investigators through what can only be described as Eldritch Terror. Joining me around the table, the Bonzi Buddy who tries to cast spells after the end of the world and gives us all heart attacks, it's Greg Reynolds.
How's it going, folks? And my mic should be working this time around.
It seems to be. The only one of these people who I get to see on a semi-regular basis because he lives very close to me, it's Jared Reinhard.
Hey, how you doing all?
The elusive of late, but finally returning resident monkey handler, it's Mike Benedict, Broody Gambit. How's it going, dude?
How's it going, everyone?
It's great to hear your voice, my friend.
Good to hear yours, too.
And of course, it wouldn't be a Trapped in Arkham without our beloved cult leader, it's Jacqueline Kaufman.
Hi, everybody.
We are here to investigate the unspeakable, the terrifying, and the otherwise otherworldly. And we are playing the Arkham horror card game. We started this adventure, excitement. A Jedi craves not these things. Last time on the show, where we played the scenario, The Gathering, and our investigators burnt their house to the ground. And I'm sure that won't come up. I'm sure that won't be a problem. But they did hire, Lita Chandler?
Yeah, I think it was
Somebody.
Lita. It was
Yeah,
only
it sounds
Brody's house.
alright.
It wasn't a big deal.
Yeah, Lita Chandler, although I think it's more accurate to say she hired us.
That's a good point. As with all the shows that we host here on the Another Letdown Media channel, we believe in civil rights for absolutely everyone and in being as inclusive as possible, so any comments or activity actively working against that goal are not welcome and will not be tolerated. So, let's get freaked out. Let's introduce our investigators as I find the button. Where's the button? Trapped in Arkham. There we go. There we go. Cult of Gloom, answering your question. We are raising money for my coffee addiction, I guess. No, so Cult of Gloom does bring up a very good point. If you donate subs or $5 increments, this during a Trapped in Arkham stream, where we are playing the Arkham card game, investigators will get +1 to their next skill check. So it's very helpful. But if you can't, just be along for the ride. These investigators can handle it. I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. Greg, would you I haven't even set up my cameras. This is how bad we're doing today. Greg, would you kindly introduce your investigator?
Do you want me to go over upgrades too, or just the investigator?
Nope, just investigator. We'll talk about the upgrades in a minute.
Okay. So Ashcan Pete's my go-to standby guy, but his shtick in this game's a little bit different. So we're gonna let it be for now. I'm gonna pull a fellow librarian, Daisy Walker, and we're gonna read some books and try to keep my sanity.
That's a pretty lofty goal, all things being equal. Yeah, Daisy Walker loves books, and I'm sure we will see plenty of them out of her tonight. Jared, you're up next.
I've got Akachi Onyele, and she is the shaman.
Yeah, she does shaman stuff.
Yeah, she does, and she does it exceedingly well.
Yes, she does.
Hmm.
So it's not a roll, Cult of Gloom. It's a token draw. But yeah, so you'll notice in the overlay here, there's this zone down here. I will for every sub donated, we will put a clue token in there indicating that the next draw is at +1. Okay, thank you, Jared. Let's move on to Broody as I continue to awkwardly set up cameras, and I'm sorry. This is how our day's been going. We started late because there's some technical difficulties in play, but here we go.
I am playing Trish Scarborough, the spy. I specialize in avoiding enemies and finding clues.
Indeed you do, and you're very good at it. I noticed you have a couple of cards in play. I'm sure those are important. You want to tell us about those?
So these are permanent cards, so they are always in play and cannot be removed from play at all. In the Thick of It gave me a bonus experience at the start. Mm-hmm. It's I start with trauma, which starts me off with 2 damage.
Ouch!
Relic Hunter lets me have an additional accessory slot. Right now, you only have one normally, but I can actually take 2 accessories now.
Oh, nice. All right. And then finally, Jacqueline, would you kindly introduce us to your girl?
Sure, I'm playing Zoe Samaras. She is the chef, and she is very much a you bring it to me, I kill it.
Yeah,
And cook
kill it and cook it. And sometimes she will bring herself to things too, which is quite awesome. Hi, Captain Kirk. Welcome to the show. So I just want to make sure all my cameras are functional. They seem to be. Okay, great. So tonight's scenario takes us into Arkham City proper. And we will read the intro in just a second. So here we go. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Trapped in Arkham. This is Night of the Zealot Part 2. And all the investigators have upgraded their decks, so you will see some upgraded cards coming out tonight. And this, you'll also notice this this Doom token over here, that if I flip it, the investigators know that I've then put up my mic and I'm talking to the chat, and they can't hear my voice. So they will know not to talk over me. While I've done that, I'm actually going to take a second to...
No, he did that intentionally.
He did that intentionally.
Yeah, see, they're already making fun of me. So yeah, watch that Doom token, Broody. So, the Midnight Masks. The first thing we need to do, Broody, you're the lead investigator, so this is kind of on you here, is check the campaign log.
Okay. I don't have a campaign log for this.
We kind of know what's going on, though.
Okay.
Was Lita forced to find others to help her cause?
No.
No, she was not. So, in the wake of the disaster at your home, Lita Chandler, the red-haired woman from your parlor, lays out a tale that, even in light of what you have just witnessed, strains the limits of your belief. The creatures in your home, she claims, are called ghouls, cruel beings who plague the crypts, caverns, and tunnels beneath the city of Arkham. These creatures feed on the corpses of humans, and they are served by a dark cult within Arkham, whose members have inexplicably come to worship the ancient master of the ghouls. This cult has been killing innocent people and feeding them to the ghouls, satiating a monstrous hunger. A dark balance was maintained until now. Recently, Lita continues, one of their lairs, where the corpses were stored, was destroyed. But since then, the ghouls have been more active than usual. I have tracked their movements and tried my best to stop them from running amok throughout the city. But I think there is something worse going on. The cult has been planning something darker and more ominous than anything I've yet observed. Indications are that this plan shall come to fruition tonight, shortly after midnight. Beyond that, I cannot fathom what to expect. Many of the cultists, Lita continues, will seem like everyday people, despite their foul intentions. Whenever the cult meets, its members don masks shaped like the skulls of various animals to protect their identities from one another. These masks are our mark, symbols of death and decay. We must unmask the cultists to expose and derail their plans. We have but a few hours. The more cultists we find before midnight, the better. So, we have already gathered all the cards from the following encounter sets. We have the Midnight Masks, Chilling Cold, Night Gaunts, Dark Cult, and Locked Doors. They are shuffled into the encounter deck up here. And the Cult of Mordoth encounter set is set aside as the Cult deck, as you can see in the top corner. We have chosen some downtown locations to put into play. And there are acolytes, Jacqueline, hanging out at 3 of the locations. Guess we know what she's doing first turn. She's going to find him and beat him up. Well, maybe not first turn. She may need to get set up, but that's all right. We also need to check the campaign log. Was our house burned to the ground?
It was, in fact.
Our house was burned to the ground, which means we cast it until oblivion. There is only 8 locations instead of 9.
Our house? Or
yes.
More like Brody's house.
Well, Brody's house, yes. Yeah.
Brody's house. It wasn't our house.
Also, you guys killed the ghoul priest, if I recall
did.
correctly, which is very good, which means he does not get shuffled into the encounter deck. Congratulations, you're saved. Sort
Hooray!
of. And all of you are going to start here in Rivertown.
All right. Do we want to draw arrows to connecting? Or are they not connecting yet?
Yes, we should do that. Broody, can you use the pencil tool and just connect those locations for me?
Yes, I can.
All right. Are we sure these these are cultists feeding the ghouls? They might be capitalists seeing an opportunity for a restaurant chain and evidence disposal system. Hardy har, RPD. While they draw the lines connecting, I'm going to go ahead and read the act and agenda cards. So listen carefully, team. Again, welcome everybody. It's great to see all these lovely people in chat. I'm so excited to bring you this show. This is going to be 5. All right. So the agenda says, predator or prey. Lita seems convinced of a conspiracy within the city of Arkham. She believes that a secret cult serves the ghouls that live in the crypts beneath the city, and that several of the cult's prominent members are scattered throughout Arkham. As you begin searching for them, you can't shake the feeling that you too are being hunted. As an action, you may resign. You do not want to risk taking too long, so you head to safety with the information you've gathered. The threshold is 6. And the act, uncovering the conspiracy. You have one night to find the members of this cult and unveil their plan. The more members of the cult you can find and interrogate before midnight, the better. As an action, investigators spend 8 clues as a group. Draw the top card of the cultist deck. Objective, find as many unique cultist enemies as you can and add them to the victory display. If there are 6 unique cultists in the victory display, advance. Note, not all 6 of them are in the cultist deck. So your objective is not necessarily to kill them. I will tell you, some of them can be parlayed with, some of them can be dealt with by delaying them. All right, and here's Rivertown. It has been revealed because we are standing there. The Shroud is 1. There are 4 clues. There is nothing going on in Rivertown.
Sure. Are alkalites a cultist, or they're cultists, but they're not cultists with a capital C?
Correct. They are. So we're looking for unique cultists, so named enemies.
Okay.
By the way, there is 3 Doom in play right now.
Out of the
3.
6.
We are at 3 of 6 right off the bat. And I'm going to talk to chat for just a minute. So the big thing to notice here is, while they have 4 clues on their location and they're relatively easy to get, the party is going to need to get set up before they can do anything. So on this first turn, we're going to see a lot of setup moves and not a whole lot of moving, not a whole lot of engaging. However, I wouldn't be surprised to see Jacqueline take on at least one of these cultists. Let's go down to the players and find out what they've got going on. All right, so everybody has their opening hand. Let's do let's do that. It is the Investigator Phase. Who would like to go first?
So I've got medical text in my hand. Broody, do you want me to start off by healing you up?
I think we need clues pretty quickly right now. Although I guess it's a free action, so if you play it, you get a free action to use a tome. So, yeah, if you want to play that, try and get some clues and then heal me. That'd be great.
Okay.
Daisy
So
Walker's
let's
special
have me go
ability.
first.
Greg,
I still
watch
have
that
the first
token.
EMO because it's for the encounter phase.
Greg, watch that token, guys.
Oh.
Daisy Walker's special ability is to take an additional action on her turn to read a tome. So his first play here is going to be to put out a tome and start working with it. He mentioned that he has medical texts in hand, which would allow him to heal up Broody. However, Broody said it might make sense to do Old Book of Lore or something else to get this part, to get the ball rolling a little bit faster. So let's see what Greg does.
Need to have a bell or something.
Okay.
All right. So, do you want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I will play a card, drop medical text in my hand, cost me 2 resources. I will use Daisy's special ability, which is I can take additional action on my turn. That's only for tomes. testing 5 lore.
To make a test in this
that's
game, he's going to
5
draw a
lore.
token out of the
To
bag.
heal Broody, I'm looking for at least 2.
So he's got a 5 on 2.
I pull Elder Sign.
That's good.
That's a good start. His Elder Sign
Alright.
effect says +0. If you succeed, draw 1 card for each tome you control. Hey, that's pretty dope.
I will definitely take a free card. Broody heal 1. Yeah, it's the upgrade that does more. So heal 1.
Check.
All right. Do you want me to throw a magnifying glass and grab clues my last one, or spend 2 actions to grab clues?
Magnifying glass is fast, I believe, so you can still do 2 after that.
It is. It is. Thank you for that.
So a fast action means that he can use it, or it doesn't cost him an action to play a card. His first action was, of course, playing this medical text, and then his free action was to use it. So now he gets, with 2 actions remaining, he gets to do.
We're gonna investigate. So I'm testing against the shroud value, which in this case is 1. I've got 6.
6
so
on 1.
As long as we can avoid, there's a -1. So I grab a clue.
I love how it's backwards on the capture.
And
But
then
yes, you get a clue.
Second action, same as the third action, same as the first. That's the auto fail. Boo.
Yeah, auto fail's never fun.
Lame. Wait, what happened
Those
to the card?
suck. All right, and then to indicate that Greg, I already put it on your card, Greg. To indicate that Greg is done, we're going to flip his token over, and we'll pass to someone else. Who's next?
Jacqueline, you want to go try and punch some occultists?
Yeah, I can do some setup and some cultists here.
RPD says, considering when this takes place, it is a fairly backwards time period. I agree.
It's not untrue.
What with Prohibition and all. During Prohibition, GT's Kombucha would have been illegal. Not a sponsor, but Dave, let's talk.
Malort, on the other hand, was illegal. Also,
Yes, that's true. Jepson's Malort was legal because it was classified as a medicine because it tasted so bad. Incidentally, if you run into Christopher Bedell at a convention, don't take the Malort roulette. Greg and I have both been subject to this. It's unfun.
Okay, so I draw a card first, right?
No. Your action, I mean, if you take the card, the action to draw a card, sure. Your actions that you may take are play a card, fight, investigate, evade, but there's nothing to evade. Gain a resource, draw a card. What did I miss? Or resign.
Okay, so let's go ahead and play a card.
Okay.
We're going to put out a 45 automatic.
Guns right away.
Ooh, an upgraded 45.
So we have our first upgraded card of the day. At the end of last scenario, the team scored 8 victory points, which was very, very good. And they each were able to spend those victory points on upgraded cards. Now, Jacqueline had a 45 automatic in her deck to begin with, but this one, you'll notice, has 2 little white pips below the 4 in the top left corner. That indicates that she spent 2 of her 8 experience to get this card. Now she does, I think, even more damage, right? Or no, she gets +2 for the attack instead of just +1.
Yeah, it's instead of +1, and it ignores retaliate.
Correct. Mm-hmm. So she can go shoot something in the face, which I imagine is going to be her next action.
Yes, it is.
Move is an action, right?
Move is an action, yep. Which
Where do you
direction are you
wanna
moving
go,
in?
South side, graveyard. You can't get to this cultist.
Let's go south. We can't get that cultist is hard to get to, isn't it?
Yeah, we'll have to go around East Town.
My guess is she's probably going to end up in Southside here. But we'll see. I mean, it's the most direct route, and it opens up the entire left side of the board. So I think Southside is probably the play. We'll find out.
Yeah, we'd have to go to get to the cultists up top. We have to go up to East Town or through Miskatonic University North Side and to get to downtown. So,
if I play another card, is that okay?
If you play a card, you'd have to move to fight, and then you wouldn't have an action to actually fight any of them. But if you'd like to do more setup, feel free. Like, we've got time. We just do need to worry about killing these cultists and getting this doom off the table.
Right. I can get him without moving to. I can get him and move to his location and fight him.
Okay.
By playing a card.
Okay.
Sure. And remember, if it says it has the fast keyword, then it does not count as one of your actions.
So I'm gonna go ahead and play Righteous Hunt.
Another upgraded card right off the bat.
So choose an enemy up 2 locations away, move the enemy's location, engage it, and add a blessed token. The chaos bag equal to that enemy's horror value.
So Jacqueline, we're gonna do some learning and growing here. Broody, correct me if I'm wrong, but the horror value is horror damage, right?
Yes, the amount of horror that they would deal would be the horror value.
So if you did that, it's not going to add any blessed tokens.
Oh. That won't really do me any good right now.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. I would hold on to that one because that sounds adding blessed tokens are +2.
It's +2 and draw again.
Oh,
so it's not strictly good, but it's pretty good in general.
All right, so then I'll move to the graveyard.
Okay,
all right.
So that triggers, yeah.
So that will.
I'm gonna go down, Rudy.
What?
I would.
Oh, well, you moved over. That's fine. So this has a forced effect that when you enter the graveyard, you must test 3 horror. If you fail, you must either take 2 horror or move back to Rivertown.
Okay. So what am I doing?
Testing
you're
mind.
testing 3 willpower. 3
Will
minds.
3.
What is your will? 4. So you're 4 on 3.
And nobody's there to commit.
And yeah, except for her.
Right. So if you have stuff to commit for will,
I do
which you
not.
don't.
All right,
And
you got this.
-4.
No, she doesn't.
Oh, yeah.
So you can either take 2 horror or and stay there, or head back to Rivertown.
Now that thing does engage with her, so it would go with her technically. I think.
I don't know if after you enter.
Oh, that's a tricky question.
Yeah.
Because it depends on the timing here. I've got the rules right next to me. I'm gonna look up engage.
Sure, but the standard rule is go with the worst case scenario. But if you can find it real quick, go with it.
Well, but that's that's bad. Normally, for her, it's good.
Right. So in this case, I would say no. Like traditionally, oh no, I don't want that attached to me. That'd be bad. But in this case, we kind of want it to attach to her.
Anytime a readied enemy is at the same location as an investigator, and you only reveal that location when you're there. So yeah, it would go with her. It would stick with her.
So I could move back, not take the horror.
And that will come with you. Yeah.
It goes into her area. Right?
It goes into her threat area. Yes. That is how I would interpret that rule.
Okay.
And now I can fight it, right?
You sure can.
Because there are things that specify, like the track shoes, that let you when you move, but before enemies engage.
Right. But that's a very specific stipulation.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, Jacqueline, you're good to go. Fight that thing.
So after I become engaged with an enemy, I gained a resource, which I
You sure
did.
do. You did that?
Yep.
Okay. Yep, because
So
you
now
spent
I
4.
can fight with my automatic here.
Yes, so it is an action on the 45 automatic to spend 1 ammo. So I'll go ahead and delete 1. Gotcha. I got it.
So 4, 5, 6
Yep.
against
3. So 6 on 3.
shuffle that up.
It's a 0. That's a success. And you deal what, +1 damage to that attack? Well, it doesn't matter. It's only got 1 HP.
Yeah, I deal +1 damage, so it would be
Yep.
2 damage.
So that acolyte is dead. Congratulations. That's 1 less doom on the board.
Woohoo!
And that, I believe, is you done.
Mm-hmm.
All right, who is next? Who's next?
Jared, do you want to go with the Kachi? Do you have a plan for something, or?
I don't have a plan for any. I mean, I figure I'm gonna play this, but yeah, I can go next.
All
Okay.
right, Jared next. Woo, why did that go to 3? Uh-oh. Dang it. Oh, wait, oh, duh. There we go. Jared, go ahead.
Okay. I am going to spend 4 resources right off the bat to cast Rite of Seeing.
Ooh, good one.
There.
Yes.
And that's my first action, and that is 4 charges. And
So-
spend a charge to investigate using will instead of lore, and if I succeed, I discover an additional clue at the location.
So Jared's
And of
card...
course, if any one of those symbols is revealed during this test, after the test is resolved, lose all remaining actions and immediately end your turn. So it is a little dangerous.
So Jared's special
And
ability
I
allows him to...
think-
Uh-oh.
Hold on, Jared.
Huh?
Hold on.
Jared's special ability
The
gives him an
all-powerful
additional
tombstone
charge
has been flipped.
on every spell he carries. Rite of Seeking is his basic clue gathering mechanism. So what we're going to see here is Jared scooping up some clues, and he's got 4 charges on this instead of 3. So it makes a level 0 card almost at the power level of a level 1. So we'll see him do some clue gathering here in a minute. Go ahead, guys.
All right.
Okay. So, that was my first action. My second action, I think I want to move to the graveyard.
And you also have to make that will check, just so you know.
Yep.
Oh,
And you're
yeah.
probably going to be one of the better ones to be able to handle that. So.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I will
My
also
will
note
is 5.
the graveyard has a victory on it. So just like before, if you clear all the clues off that location, you will get a victory point.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I see it there.
Okay. So I'm going to move over there. That's my second action.
Mm-hmm.
And my third action, I think I am going to investigate.
We'll do the forced action first.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Can you even get to the graveyard?
What do I need?
Well, I mean, he can. He just has to take sanity damage if he,
5 on 3 right now, unless you're going to commit something.
I wouldn't commit.
No, I don't
anything
think I
this
need
early.
to commit.
All right, go for it. 5 on 3.
He does have a couple of cards that would work.
Plus
but
1.
Woo!
In general, it
Woo!
doesn't make much sense, especially when he
You
draws
are
that.
allowed to stay in the graveyard.
Nicely done, sir.
You.
All right,
And-
now investigate.
One last action, and I will investigate.
Investigate.
5 on 1.
5 on 1's pretty good
And-
odds.
Wait.
Only one thing in there that can fail you.
Don't say that.
Don't say
Yep.
that. It's like saying the H-man's name. Don't say that.
Well, but
Whoa,
that's,
whoa, whoa.
it's true. Oh, were we on hard? Whoops.
We were on hard expert. I was like, wait a minute. That's a bad one. I don't like that.
Okay, here it comes. Plus 0.
All right, so yeah, you get a clue. You get a clue.
2 clues.
Yay!
Oh, that's right, because Rite of Seeking.
Here you go. 2 clues.
All right.
And
Very,
excellent.
very nice.
And
Remember, we
I
need
still have one
8
resource.
plus an action to draw a cultist.
Okay. So I believe that is my turn.
All right, that leaves only Broody Gambit.
Okay. I'm going
Blink-
to start by spending 1. I'm going to play one of my segments of Ana. It is a fast action. So nothing happens there. Then I'm going to play Easy Mark. It lets me gain 2 resources and draw a card.
Very nice.
It's a nice grade.
Hey, I'm going to, then as a reaction, after you play Easy Mark, play another Easy Mark at no cost. So it doesn't cost a second action to continue playing a second one to get 2 more and another card draw.
Now,
Gee.
how do you have more than, like, most decks have 2 copies of any given card, at most.
Mhm.
What on earth allows Easy Mark to happen that frequently?
It is myriad, so you actually get 3 copies. And the fancy part is it's an upgraded card, and it only costs 1 experience, and you get all 3 copies. Just like, as a fast action, I'm going to play a second copy of Segment of Onyx.
Yeah. Now, Segment of Onyx was one of your MVPs last game, if I recall correctly.
Yes, if you get all 3 of them, you get the Pendant of the Queen, which is insane.
Yeah, it's so good.
Okay, so that was 1 action to play 2 Easy Marks. Then I'm going to investigate as my second action.
Lore of.
Ooh.
It doesn't matter. It's an Elder Sign.
So if this is an investigation, I may choose any revealed location I'm investigating as if I was there. I'm going to go ahead and pull one off the graveyard.
Yep.
Instead, because it's worth a victory point.
Doing spy stuff. Sneaky peeky spying.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to investigate again.
All right.
Yeah. Well.
At a -3.
Which
my
is
base
still
is
successful.
4. Yep. Ties go to the player, so that's a second clue. That one off of actually Rivertown now.
Yep. Because it was not an Elder Sign.
Yep.
Ooh. All right. That's 3 actions, yes?
Yep.
All right. Monsters. Well, none of these have Hunter, so they stay right where they are.
Mm-hmm.
Untap, draw resource. And I'll do commentary real quick, so hold tight. All right, so it looks like Jacqueline has drawn some of her gas. She's got this upgraded
We can hear you.
enchant.
Zach, we can hear you.
Shh. I want to hear what he's saying.
Yeah, it's a good thing you caught me just there, because I was about to say what you have in your hand. All right, Jacqueline's got this Enchanted Blade, which was really good for her last game, but this is specifically the Guardian version of it. It's upgraded at a level 3, so she gets +2 to the attack. If she succeeds, she can charge it up and deal an extra damage. If you defeat an enemy, draw a card, heal 1 horror. It's really, really freaking good for her, especially when she's tanking a lot of damage. She also has Vicious Blows, which is always good. Just gives her an additional damage. She's not going to play those probably until later on in the game because the enemies that are out right now are just 1 toughness little doobers. Let's take a look at Greg. Oops, wrong button. There we go. He drew Daisy's Tote Bag, which is really, really good. It gives him the ability to have extra tomes in play and make some extra decisions, basically. He upgraded to the Necronomicon, the good one, over the course of the last game, so we're really hoping to draw that. It's a level 5 card. It's ridiculously powerful. Broody and I were, we had a couple of better ideas, but Greg really was sort of at the helm on upgrading his deck here, and I really respect that decision. He's taken it in a different way, and we'll see how that plays out for him. Jared drew... it looks like Clairvoyance. It was one of his upgraded. It's another spell. So because it's him, he comes in with 4 charges, and that is another investigation spell. He has the Uncage the Soul and Unexpected Courage, which does sort of make that a little bit easier. Uncage the Soul into Clairvoyance means he's only spending 1 resource into that, which is really, really, really awesome. And he's also got Robes of Endless Night to reduce the cost even further. So he's like really loving his hand right now. It's a pretty good setup for him. Finally, Broody Gambit was this one. Yep, there we go. He's got... Okay, so he pulled his basic weakness, which means if he's not careful, he's going to have 2 less experience at the end of this, which could be really devastating to him, especially when there's only 1 more opportunity to upgrade decks in between this and the final game. So we'll see how he handles that. He needs to evade something that's already been evaded, basically. Other than that, he has Astounding Revelation in his hand, which is another Myriad card. That's really what his deck is built around, is Myriad stuff. Same with 3 aces, and then he's got Deduction as well. So Robes of Endless Night reduces the cost of 1 spell each round by 2. Let's take a quick look at that. When you play a spell card, exhaust Robes of Endless Night to reduce it by 1. Yeah. Yep. That is exactly what it does. That is exactly what it does, Captain Kirk. So we'll see how this turn plays out for them, but let's have a Mythos phase first. All right, folks, let's have a Mythos phase, shall we? Starting with the first player.
Oh!
Okay, so Doom gets added to the agenda.
It sure does.
You don't need that. Go away.
We are at 3 of 6. That sounds familiar.
Mm-hmm. And I draw 1.
And this is shuffled, right?
I will shuffle it just in case.
Yeah, we'll give it an extra shuffle. Why not? Myriad works by, like, there are 3 copies in your deck, and basically you can have more than 2 of them, is what that says. And when you upgrade you upgrade into all of those. You get all of those cards for 1 expenditure.
Okay, I have false lead. This is garbage. If I have no clues, false lead gains surge. If I have 1 or more clues, test 4 intelligence. For each point you fail by, place 1 of my clues at my location.
That's not good.
What's your lore?
It'd be a 4-on-4. I'm going to commit Astounding Revelation to it.
So it makes it a 5-on-4. And let's see, Greg and Jacqueline, you can also commit to a... Oh, he's already drawn the token.
Sorry. Yes, and it's a -3.
Which means you do succeed by the skin of your teeth.
No, I don't.
Wait. Oh, no, you don't. Sorry, my bad.
I was at a 5 to 4. -3 puts me at 2 to 4. And so both of my clues get dropped on Rivertown.
Well, it still took 1 off the graveyard, so you're at a net positive there.
Yeah.
Is Surge in this game the same as it is in Marvel Champions? I don't know what it is in Marvel Champions, so I'm just going to say Surge is redraw. Discard and draw a new one.
Yeah.
All right, Jacqueline, you're up next.
All right. Grip chill. Just will.
Ooh. Oh, jeez.
Yep, and discard your gun if you fail.
Not like this.
So right now you're dead up even. You need mines.
Yes, she needs will.
And I have no will. So, any help is wonderful.
It could help, but it's probably not worth it.
I get the distinct impression that Jacqueline's gun is not long for this world. Oh, hold on. Blink says wait. I think you might get some help from the chat here.
I will take any help.
Thank you, Blink.
You have +1 as he donates to the head of C27 Collectibles. Thank you, Blink. Thank you so much.
Go for it. You're at +1.
And that wasn't shuffled. Shuffle that. Yep, shuffle that back in. Try again. Did you just... Blink just came up clutch with the donation. Thank you so much. And Jacqueline succeeds and does not have to discard her gun. Thank you, Blink.
Thank you, Blink. I like my gun.
All right, Greg, what do you got?
I don't want to touch it after those last 2.
Yeah, this deck is real bad.
Yeah.
All right. Haunting Shadow. Choose spin 1 clue or take 2 damage. These other people, right?
If I were Greg, I would just take the damage here.
And investigate your location. So that can include me, right? I can heal myself with medical text?
Yes.
Yes.
Take 2 damage. Done.
Done. Bosh. Moving
I was
on.
going to say, did you have clues?
He does. He
I
has
have
one.
1.
Oh, it's on your character. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't see it. It was camouflaged in that yellow.
There we go. Fixed.
Yeah, it's spin, not put back. No, yeah. Take 2 damage. Easy. All right, Jared, you're up.
Okay, this one?
Yes, that deck there.
Oh, right. Might help if I was focused on that deck.
Oh, it's a Hunting Night Gaunt.
Rawr! And this is Hunter. However, it is going to spawn on your location, in other words, attached to you. So Jacqueline can very much engage off of you. Or
yeah.
does it have a spawn location?
No.
Oh, okay. No. Right, because Jared's
No, but it
separated
is
from the group.
Hunter.
So
Yep.
it is engaged with him, though.
Yep, so that comes right into your threat area, bud.
Oh. Where do I put this?
After losing
Give
it,
me a
you
check
must
area.
post a bulletin about it. Go to bed, Blink.
Between your board and the main board, yeah.
Oh, yes.
That is your threat area. All right, past first player marker. It's upkeep time.
Okay. Who wants to do what?
Now that we've got 2 clues here, I can grab some stuff out of it. You can use deduction to grab a second clue.
Okay.
So it sounds like Greg's going first again.
Sure. All right.
Hit it.
But first things first, I'm going to spend 2, and get my tote back.
Yeah, there it is. It's that signature item.
Extra books sound like fun.
I mean, you are a librarian. You do love extra books.
Who doesn't?
Let's use my Daisy action to test lore against 2. So I've got 5.
Yep.
And
It's just 5 because you do not get the magnifying glass on this one.
5 to 2. I get a tablet, which means what?
Broody,
What's up?
what's the tablet mean?
The tablet is -3 if you fail. Place a clue on your location.
So 2 to 2 is a pass.
That is a pass.
Broody, do you want to be healed all the way, or do you want?
Nah, don't worry about it. If we need to get some clues off and get rolling with that. So
No,
All right.
I'm saying, do you want me to heal you all the way up, or heal mine?
I would say with only 1 damage, I would try and get clues because we need those to advance.
Right.
Heal
Right,
yourself,
yeah.
Greg, is what he's saying.
Heal myself. Okay, fine. Yes. All right, and then I'm going to play deduction and do an investigation.
Oh, you're talking. Sorry, I was misunderstanding.
Yeah,
It's
you're
all right.
good. You're good.
So deduction is not a play, Greg. It's a commit.
Oh, so it's
But if you are going to investigate, you can
Commit
boost
deduction
your
and boost with it.
books.
Yeah.
yeah, that's fine.
And I'm just going to flip the token real quick. Explain what I mean there. So deduction is a card that does not have a casting cost. It doesn't have a number in the top corner. And it commits for 1 book and says that if he's successful here, he gains an additional clue. So his hope is to draw well. Go ahead, Greg.
All right. So skills just are always commit. You don't actually have a skill.
Correct, yes.
Yeah, it's when you make a skill test.
So I am 5, 6 for magnifying glass, 7 for deduction, 7 on 1. I get a +1 for 8.
RPD
get
says
two.
you commit deduction and you're committing Sudoku.
Card deduction.
I liked it, RPD. I thought it was funny.
I'm gonna investigate again. So 5, 6 on 1, so I'm +5.
Have I cut out? No, okay.
A -1, which is fine by me.
Yes, very good.
As a 3rd clue. 4th clue.
That's a pretty productive turn for you, Greg.
Yep, and that's 3 actions for me.
Yep, 3 actions plus your freebie. Wait. Oh yeah, because you played the tote bag. All right. Greg is done. Who's next? Jacqueline, there's a big, ugly, flappy thing kicking around. There's also 2 acolytes with Doom on them.
I know. There's so many wonderful things to kill. I can go next.
Well, so let's do this. Jarrett, do you have a way of fighting off that night god?
Or evading it.
Not really. Well,
It's only a
Night Gaunt's not a treachery card, is it?
No.
Yeah, I don't really have a way of dealing with that at this point.
It is only an evade of 1, and you have 3 on that.
But you double the negative
True.
modifier.
Eh?
A
double it.
-1 becomes a -2.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that thing's bad.
Yeah. Yee.
So what's happening here is Jared has this Night Gaunt on his face, and if he draws a minus token, it doubles
the
the
evade
effect.
is only 1, but
Right.
So a
But
minus
any negative
2 would be
draw
fine.
from the bag is for
yeah, doubles.
and
Realistically-
almost everything in that bag is negative. So
Realistically, what he'd need to do is
But
go
then, no,
Unexpected
wait,
Courage.
right. So Jacqueline, if you could clear it for him, that'd be great.
And Jacqueline's not exactly powerful enough to handle that either.
So I
Night
could
Gaunts,
stab things.
Night Gaunts
If
are
you want
not
to, go for
harmless in
What's
this
the
version
horror
of the
rating
game. Like they are in
Which
second
one's the
edition.
horror rating? The
One.
brown number?
No, the horror rating would be the horror damage. So the Night Gaunt has 1 horror on it.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Zach's talking.
So yeah, Night Gaunts are not harmless in this Arkham game, at least at the moment. There are some versions of the Night Gaunt that are a little less harmless. That one's really big and bad. The problem that Jacqueline's facing
So
here
if you want to
also
get that
is-
off of me, Jacqueline, that would be really helpful, but I don't know if that's something that you can do.
Zach's talking.
All right.
is the fight is only 3, but it's got 4 damage, so she's gonna have to leverage in a lot of effort to kill that thing, in addition to moving once just to get to Jared in the first place. So this is a really tough spot this early in the game.
There we go. It's a work in progress, folks.
Yeah.
Also, move your
Okay.
mic back down, Zach.
I did.
Okay. So if you want to go stab at Jacqueline, great. We're not pressed for Doom at the moment.
I always want to stab things.
In this case, shoot it out of the sky. Can you? The question is, can you pass the will check? You're only at +1 to pass the will check.
Is a will check?
It's the same one that you had to do to get in there in the first place.
Yeah, that'd be a tricky one with the card that says move to that location and engage the enemy.
Yeah, that's real weird.
It's like, does the card effect allow her to engage it and then bounce back like the acolyte she fought earlier if she fails?
It's moved to that location and engaged. Yeah, I mean it would,
I would say yes.
because the card takes precedence over the game rule.
So
That's the golden
then
rule of card
that's
games.
right.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
Yeah, throwing in 1 blessed token. Do you have a blessed token on standby somewhere, Zach?
I do, yeah. Just grab that.
Bounce over here. Grab me a Night Gaunt.
And then make your test to see if you stay in the graveyard.
Hold on, wait.
You're fine.
Other way, Jacqueline. Numbers go top. I know it's backwards.
Weird.
She's fine.
All right. Check will to see if you can stay in the graveyard or if you're still creeped out by all these.
Well, headstones. So no, you cannot.
I'm still creeped out.
So you bounce back.
The bounce back.
Does it hit her?
No.
Right?
with
Yeah,
me.
no.
No, yeah, because she's not taking a move action to go back. It's a forced
Right,
effect.
yeah, it's a forced effect. Okay, so that's fine.
And now I shoot it.
Yes, you sure do. With 2 actions remaining.
So, yep, so I am 4, 5, 6 against its 4.
It does not hit her. It does
3.
not. Oh, hi, Night Gaunt.
That is an auto fail, isn't it?
That is not an auto fail. That is a skull.
But that is a -2 currently because no. Highest doom on a cultist enemy in play is only -1.
1. So yeah, so -1.
Success.
You succeed, and you do deal +1 damage to the attack, right? So
Yep.
So that's 2 damage marked on the Night Gaunt. Shoot it again. I imagine.
Shoot it again.
Stop picking up the whole bag. -3. That is
That's good.
6 minus 3 is 3. Yep, you got it. That is a dead night gaunt. Boy,
Fantastic.
shock of abuse of that
Hooray.
location.
Yes.
Hey, nice. Yeah, you can pay the 1 for evidence. So evidence
get
is
a
a
clue?
fast card that says gain a clue if you kill an enemy. Nicely done. Evidence.
4, 5.
Thank you.
Did you also get your resource for engaging an enemy yet?
Yes. I got a resource for engaging, I lost a resource for righteous hunt, and I lost a resource for
Yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah,
so-
evidence is a fast card that allows her to gain a clue when she defeats an enemy. It's a one shot, just quick drop, get a thing. Bing bang boom, done.
I am done.
All right. Over to someone else. Jared, you're now free up.
I am indeed.
Do we want to have Jared go get the 7th clue we need, and have Jared activate a cultist? How
It's 8 clues that you need.
Yeah.
4, 5. He's
It-
got 2, so that's 7.
Oh, we have 7.
We have 7. So if he gets 1 more, that's 8. If we have Jared go and then activate a cultist, potentially, well, 5.
So the consideration that they're having here is they could trigger the first cultist. The problem is they don't have a majority of actions remaining. It's going to take them at least 1 more action to get that 8th clue, leaving them only 5 actions to defeat or engage or whatever the cultist that shows up. So it's a risky play no matter how they cut it, but they do need to start accelerating things because the doom is going to start to get out of control. Let's see what they decide.
All right. Unless, Bruder, you have a sneaky way of getting a clue.
Nope. If Jared wants to go and try and scoop off as much off the graveyard as possible.
Well, I was hoping to get another spell out.
That's fine.
Chat
Do a
is
spell,
Chat is
Get a
currently
clue?
arguing over the value of pi. It's 3.1415926535897. I already lost my. That was not me forgetting digits. That was me just getting tongue-tied.
If you want to play a card, grab a clue, and then activate a cultist.
Yeah, I think that'll probably be a good idea
All right, let's do
because
this.
we'll have the 8 clues. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to play Uncage the Soul.
Uncage
And that
the soul.
allows me to play a spell or ritual from my hand, reducing its resource cost by 3.
That's shiny.
Yes.
And that doesn't have a resource cost. So I'm going to spend 1 resource to bring Clairvoyance into play.
Nice.
And if somebody could give me some resource.
Yep, here you go. Fortune.
Thank you.
So the one thing that Jared didn't
Then-
catch up on was the Robes of Endless
discarded
Night,
or put on the bottom of the deck.
trick
Never remember.
that we saw.
Discard.
I think it's okay here.
Okay, so discard pile. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I'm going to investigate.
Are you going to use clairvoyance? Or...
Yeah, clairvoyance is a lot safer than Rite of Seeing. So I'm gonna ditch a resource from my clairvoyance, and that gives me a investigate.
You are using your will here instead of lore, which is good.
Yep, and I get a +2 will for this investigation.
So
And if I succeed, I gain 1 additional clue at this location.
Yep.
So, whoop,
So
And you-
7 on
We have
1.
7 on 1.
7 on 1. I'm not gonna
Shuffle.
say.
Shuffle it.
Yep, I'm shuffling.
Shuffle.
I'm not gonna say this can't go wrong because it absolutely could,
It didn't.
like that.
-1.
Oh, wait, that's a skull.
It's -1 because it's the.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Dude.
Sorry. Okay, so
You get 2 clues.
I get 2 more clues, and that gives us 9 clues. So I'm going to use that last action to activate one of those cultists.
All right.
Okay.
Do we want me to turn in all?
Yeah. Just go for it. Turn in your 4, and Jared can turn in his 4.
Oh, Greg, by the way, when I flip the token, you don't have to shut up immediately.
Oh, okay.
It's finish your sentence, and then I'll start talking.
Okay. It's like, do we want to have me burn all 4 of mine, or do we have Jacqueline burn one of hers?
So yeah,
I'm
Greg's
going to be
burning all 4 of yours
vacuuming up
should be fine.
clues. So
Actually, no. Save one of yours.
Yeah,
So
I think so. Jacqueline, you want to turn in yours, and I'll save one of mine?
Can I
The decision
turn
they're
in when
trying to
I don't
make-
have any actions left?
Yeah, Jared's taking the action, so we spend it as a group.
Yes, you can take mine.
All right, Jared.
He's talking.
Oh, he's talking. Rah, 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 rah.
Greg loves to talk over me. Like, it's his favorite thing in the world to do. So the decision they're trying to come to is, where do they spend the clues from? Each investigator has some amount of clues. They're trying to say who's the most usable or user-friendly to hang on to one of their clues. They have 9, and start the next set of investigations. At this point in the game, it probably doesn't matter all that much, but I do think it's a valid conversation to have every single time you're looking to spend clues.
okay. So activating one of the cultists.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you kept yours, that false leads that I drew earlier, you have a better chance of succeeding and not losing a clue than she does.
Right.
So we have a question from the chat, folks. And Greg, you and I are uniquely qualified to answer this question. Captain Kirk would like to know, is Gloomweaver an ancient evil? And the answer is yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Well,
He's not as powerful as some of the other ancient evils, but he would definitely qualify as something from beyond this reality that
Yes.
wants to do nefarious things in this reality.
there
he would
was...
definitely be-
And I think we can talk about this at this point. Like, it's not hidden knowledge anywhere that I know of. There was talk at one point when we were playtesting Agents of Arkham, which is the Fate of the Elder Gods expansion that never came to fruition. Night Mist and Gloomweaver were supposed to be in it.
Ooh.
And unfortunately, it just didn't happen, so it hasn't become a reality yet. But our fingers are still crossed that we see Gloomweaver as an Elder God in Fate of the Elder Gods at some point.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Such a fun game.
It's such a great game. Even if Greg does get cursed into oblivion every single time we play it.
Okay.
Does
So you
it
pulled
to
out a cultist?
himself.
Yeah. All right, Broody.
Cultist. Ooh, Ruth Turner. She spawns at St. Mary's Hospital.
Ooh.
After she's evaded, add her to the victory display. I am uniquely qualified to deal with her, and I shall go deal with her for you guys.
So all they have to do to deal with this cultist is dodge her, which is pretty cool.
Okay. So I still have 3 actions because I haven't gone yet. So my first action is going to be moving to Miskatonic University. I reveal it.
Shroud
It's got-
4, 8 clues. I can read the revealed locations.
Yeah.
As an action, search the top 6 cards of your deck for a tome or spell card, Greg and Jared, and add it to your hand. Shuffle your deck. The campus is quiet and lonely. Several of the buildings have been left unchecked for students and faculty working late into the night. It is victory 1.
And there are 8 clues on it.
Oh, did I not say 4 shroud 8 clues? Sorry.
You did. I was just reinforcing as I dropped 8 clues on it.
Perfect.
My second action is going to be moving south to St. Mary's Hospital.
2 shroud, 4 clues. As an action, heal 3 damage, Greg. Limit once per game. An extended stay at St. Mary's can do wonders for the body, but its effect on one's psyche is unclear. They give you cookies. She will engage
Okay.
with you.
She doesn't
Alright,
engage with me.
Is that limit once per game per player, or just
Yes,
Yes.
per player. There's a different keyword like group limit once per game versus limit once per game.
Yep. So each one
Okay.
of you can do that once.
So I am going to investigate that 2 shroud, and I'm going to commit a deduction to it.
Deduction! We all know what that does.
I'm going to get an attack of opportunity and deal me 1 damage.
Yep.
And I am going to then test 4 on 3.
4 on 3.
No, sorry.
There should be
5
more
on
than
2.
that.
by
5
the
on
way.
2,
5
right?
on
Yeah.
2.
5 on 2. Minus 2.
Successful.
I am successful, so I discover 1 clue, and because of deduction, I get a second clue. Now, because my player ability, I have discovered 1 or more clues at a location with an enemy. I can either discover an additional clue or automatically evade an enemy at that location. I will evade her
That's
automatically,
so busted. Oh my god.
and she is victory 1 and will go into our victory display.
So, the victory display is currently 1. Da-da-da-da-da. So let me just break down what happened here.
Yeah.
Broody engaged with this enemy by moving to her location. Instead of attacking or evading her directly, because let's face it, that card's evade value is insanity. It's 5. That's really hard. You could also attack her down, and that's fine, but like
But
less
she's got
than
a lot of
ideal.
health.
She's got a lot of health, so we don't want to waste actions doing that. So the objective there is to dodge her. Broody says, after you discover 1 or more clues at a location with an enemy, even though it's in his threat area, it is still in that location. So he took the attack of opportunity, which was 1 physical damage. He added that back to his damage tracker over here. And he gains that the clues, right? It was deduction, so it's 2, isn't it?
Yes, the deduction gave me 2 clues.
Yep. So he gained that clue, and it says automatically evade that enemy. So he could have gained 3 clues, or he just ducks the enemy and gets the victory point, which is way better.
That's 1 towards the 6 we're looking for.
Exactly. It's 1 of 6. However, that I believe is everybody's actions for the turn. Enemies, functionally, there are none. Flip mini cards, untap, resource, draw. Mini cards in this case are the standees. And I will do commentary as soon as you've drawn. So starting at the bottom with Jacqueline.
You're talking, we can hear you.
One of these days I'll remember that.
I want to hear what we have.
Jacqueline drew Unexpected Courage, which is a great card. It's just kind of universally applicable. It'll help her out of a good jam, I would imagine. She's just going to commit that somewhere. We're also probably going to see e-cash out of her pretty quickly here to do things like play that Enchanted Blade. Although, quite honestly, she's got the resources she needs. Her deck is really kitted out for that, to just kind of always have what she needs. Greg picked up a research librarian. He's an ally that allows him to tutor for a tome, which is really great, especially with that tote bag in play. He's just going to get another tome in play pretty quickly. I would imagine he's probably going to go for that Necronomicon pretty quickly here. Jared picked up... Oh, what did he get? Obfuscation, which is another fast card. Costs for 2, uses 3 charges. When an enemy makes an attack of opportunity, spend 1 charge to cancel that attack. It's pretty good. It's really just a utility card. I wouldn't be surprised to see him cut that at the end of this game, just with Jacqueline running around, engaging all the enemies off of him. It would have been a great card to have a couple of turns ago, because he could have just brought that enemy to Jacqueline, but too little too late. It happens. Finally, Broody picked up... Where's his cards? There they are. Surprising Find, another Myriad card. Big surprise there. Reaction: when you search your deck and Surprising Find is among the cards put into play in your play area, you must commit it to the next eligible skill test you perform. So really, all this is right now is a commit for a wild, which is also very, very good. So we'll see what he does there. Again, with this Unspeakable Oath, things that are exhausted, like he loves evading things. He can do it with his base power, or rather his... onboard ability, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him get out of this pretty quickly also. That last enemy that he did evade, unfortunately, it was just not the one to play it on. So we'll get back to the action. Right. Mythos cards.
Oh dear.
It's Doom time. We add a Doom. We are at 4 of 6. And first player, Jacqueline.
As for speed. Okay.
Speed 4.
So I have a speed of 2.
You're a slow person.
I am slow.
Which is odd because everybody runs faster with a knife. Everybody knows that. Counter-Strike jokes.
What defines its central location?
It is a keyword, so in Rivertown, it's the only one we have. It is Arkham Central.
Yeah.
It's a trait for the locations.
Yep. Cool beans. So I think you're taking one of each.
Well, she can test.
I can test.
She might draw. She might draw the blessed token.
Yeah, the blessed token is in there.
Mm-hmm. I don't think it's worth committing a card to.
No, that's
RPD
only
says
one.
Counter-Strike will not be introduced for several decades. I disagree with that, RPD. We're making Counter-Strikes all the time.
Minus one.
That is a fail.
Yeah.
Take 1 and
So
1.
1 and 1.
And
1 and
move
1.
on with your life.
That's not terribly bad.
No, it's not the worst. There are
Alright.
worse cards to draw.
You hush.
Like, oh, that one's not a big deal.
Yeah, especially given his location is the one shroud.
Exactly.
And all the
And there's
clues
no
are gone
clues on
already.
it, so it's literally a card you do not care about in any way. It says attached to your location, limit one per location. Attached location has +2 shroud. Whatever. Hey, Broody, I got something cool in the mail today.
What'd you get?
I got the Wily Wars on
Oh, nice.
actual Sega Genesis cart.
Awesome.
First time released
So,
in North America.
As we get closer down the end of the deck, it actually might be worth investigating just to get rid of that.
But we don't care.
Right,
But it is that it could end up on a worse location though, Greg, depending on who draws it.
Yeah. All right, Jared.
Okay.
Encounter card?
Oh yeah. So I've got what I was doing.
Yeesh.
Wizard of the Order. Spawn any empty location. Retaliate. Forced at the end of the Mythos phase. Place 1 Doom on Wizard of the Order. So put him over here.
And he
Yeah,
is
why
not
don't
a unique cultist, so you need to 187 that boy real fast.
Can we put
Yep.
it just on us?
No, it has to be an empty location, so anywhere that has an enemy or a player character, it can't spawn.
Okay, so
So the silly part was if we could have put it on either Miskatonic north side or on Easttown. Easttown's just one location away from Zoe, so I figured it'd be better for her to go there.
I agree.
Well, do we know what Easttown does when you flip it?
No, but revealing it's, I guess, not really a bad thing.
Right. I can't imagine Easttown would have anything creepy when you reveal it. It's not like the east side of Indy. Oh, dang it, Zach.
Again, Greg, don't stop your conversation in the middle. When you hear the ding, just finish your sentence and wait.
Yeah. So, okay, good.
I know what it says. They actually kind of love this location. So let's see if they take the bait. I think they probably will. Go ahead.
All right. So I think I agree, Brady. Revealing more locations is a good idea, and I can't imagine Easttown having something bad. Like Graveyard makes sense. So yeah, let's throw it up there.
Okay.
All right,
That
Brady.
leaves me for an encounter card.
Then,
Oh, just 4 feet. Otherwise, I take a damage and a horror and in a central location. I am a 4-on-4. I will commit a surprising find.
You're at 5 on 4. Just like we said, he committed the surprise and find. No surprises there.
-1. So I
Success!
succeed, and I just stay where I'm at and say goodbye, Night Gone.
And that's everybody past first player marker. It's it's Investigator Phase, and because it is the end of the Mythos Phase, Wizard of Order gets to Doom. Gets a Doom. Sorry, not 2 Doom.
so we've got 1, 2.
We
So
need
we
to
have-
we need to get some Doom off the table.
Yeah, because we're gonna trigger it, right?
Next
Yes.
turn, if we don't kill one of these cultists, yes, it will trigger.
Well,
Jacqueline's got some work to do.
right? Because it always gets one, right?
Well, if
It's
Jacqueline
5
kills
right
two
now,
of them, if
but
someone
we
kills
kill
two of
a
them,
cultist, if we kill a cultist, it takes the doom off the table.
yeah, basically
Right.
they need to
Has
buy
more
themselves some
turns.
time.
Does it check at the start?
It's Mythos Phase, and you add a doom and then check the threshold.
Yes, it is check before, or check after adding doom.
Yeah.
Say.
So if we kill one of these cultists, we'll be at 5.
We'll buy a turn.
Yes.
We'll buy it.
In Magical Christmas Land, you'd kill two of those cultists, but I'm not
Yeah.
entirely sure how you're going to do that.
Yeah.
Jacqueline, do you want to go shoot some guy? Shoot some guy?
But yeah. Yes, always. Mm. Let's go downtown.
You can't go up. You have to go.
Oh. Yeah, let's go over here.
All right, I'll reveal this location before you do the combat here. It is Shroud 2, Clues 4. While you are in East Town, Gregory, reduce the cost of each ally asset you play by 2.
Ooh. Ooh.
Just wanted to make sure you heard that one, bud.
Ooh.
Not saying you have any allies in your deck at all.
Ooh.
Dr. Milan?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Alright, so we got this dude here.
Chat, you know that's not what I was thinking.
4.
Did you get your resource, by the way?
Oh, yeah, no. Resource. He's a 4. I'm a 6.
Do you have anything to make that better odds?
Yeah, you know I do.
Oh.
This is considered a skill test, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
So, unexpected courage
No surprises there. That makes perfect sense.
costs me nothing.
Correct. It's just a commit.
It adds 2, right?
Yep, so you've got
Yes.
8 on 4.
So 8 on 4.
That seems much better. And +1?
9
That
on
kills
That
it.
wizard didn't work.
Dead culty boy.
And that bought us a free turn.
Sure did.
Does he go to the victory display because the name cultist?
He is not
a
a named
cultist.
He does not have victory.
Actually, I'm gonna pause for a minute and show chat what that means. So hold on. So named cultists are in
we
this,
can hear you.
named cultists are in places, really. I thought for a second there might be some in the deck. It turns out there's not. So I'm actually not sure where the other ones come from. They need to find
It's a star. Okay.
a ton of them, and they've got one right now. They need to find, what, 6 total? Yeah. So somewhere along the line there is a named cultist, and I don't know where it is, because there's only 4 left in the cult deck. This is gonna be really interesting. You're good. I unflipped it.
Yeah, we're still thinking. All right, so you
So,
move.
Jacqueline, you moved, you attacked, you still have 1 action.
Correct. So I use
Maybe.
my gun again, so that resource gets deleted.
Yep.
Yes,
Okay.
and that gun is now empty. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
But it does not get discarded.
Correct. It's worth noting that this gun does not specifically say discard it when it's empty. There are some game effects, although probably not in this particular situation, that could reload the gun. But you don't have a Sammy deck in play. Actually, you do. Jared's deck is a Sammy deck, but Jared's deck has no way to load things in guns.
But that's okay, because I'm going to sit here and bring out an Enchanted Blade.
There you go. Big slicey dicey.
And it has 3 charges.
Yes, it does. And remember, that is the upgraded Enchanted Blade, so you do not have to spend those if you don't want to.
Correct.
Yeah, you can choose after the fact to get +1 damage.
Yep.
That's not nice.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, that card's dirty.
Yes. Yeah, it's nice. And that is it for me.
All right. Who's next?
My intention is to vacuum up some of these clues.
I
That's
can't
a good
blame you for
intention.
that.
Okay, so I'll go next. Whoops. I'm just going to use clairvoyance again. And that gives me a 5, 6, 7.
Blink says vacuuming up clues sucks.
What
Go to bed, Blink.
is that? 7 on
2?
2. 7 on 2.
7 on 1.
7 on 1. Even better.
Wait.
So the one thing I've thought of suddenly is sometimes there are monsters and things printed on the back of these cards, so we advance one of them, and that might be where that extra cultist is, but I'm not entirely sure, so we'll see. Sorry, that was just I had an afterthought that I wanted to add on.
Okay. So 7 on 1.
Yep, pull that.
7 on 1, pull the trigger.
Trigger.
That
That's
is
an
an
auto-
auto fail.
Can we remove this token from the game?
Yes, you can if you have a certain card in your deck.
Yes.
Oh wow, I want that card.
What you're looking for?
Okay.
Yeah.
No, you don't really. Your
So that was an
character
auto
doesn't want
fail,
that. Yes.
but I think I'm going to spend another resource to try it again.
I can't blame you for that. Shuffle that good and draw again.
If I- Shuffling away and drawing. Whoosh.
Cultist.
Okay, that is a cultist, which
Play,
I forget what that
-2, place 1 doom on the nearest cultist enemy.
Ugh!
is.
All of Jacqueline's
Maybe
hard
it's
work.
I'm sorry, Jacqueline.
That's a really awful draw for them.
No, because it's only 2 locations away to this guy. It's 3 to get to that one.
But
Nearest to.
I passed,
You did.
so,
you get-
I get the
Nearest to
clues.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Not the whole card, just the clues.
There you go.
There you go, Jared.
And then I think for my remaining actions,
Do you wanna
I
get
think
that
I'm going to
last
gain.
clue off?
Huh?
Do you want to get that last clue off?
Just do a straight up investigation, maybe. What's the shroud on that
Yeah,
one? Rudy?
It's a 1 shroud, and it's a
He's only
victory
got
1 if you
2,
get
though.
that last clue.
Yeah. He's only got 2,
Yeah,
though.
so this is going to be a 5 on 2.
He does have ways to do
Correct.
it.
No, because investigation's using lore, unless she has eyes otherwise.
Realistically,
I'm
he could use
sorry?
unexpected courage here.
So it would be your lore versus your mind. Or
Yeah,
being a
it's
charm,
it's
clairvoyance.
unless you want to spend the charge on clairvoyance, but realistically, or you could spend one on Rite of Seeking also.
Yeah, Rite of Seeking might be a better option, because even if you get the negative effect, it's just you lose the rest of your actions, and this is your last action.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good point. Okay, so I'll spend one on Rite of Seeking.
All right,
and
so you have
that is 5
five on
And
one.
bonuses.
5 on 1. And shuffling.
-2.
That's
You got
a
it.
negative 2, but I still got it. So I get 2 clues off of that.
It's just the one clue.
Yeah, there's only 1
Yeah.
clue left on it, but
And Rite of Seeking, I think. Oh no, you're right. It would have given you 2, but
Yeah.
there's not 2 to have.
All right,
So you get
do
1.
we get the
okay.
right now, or do we get the
What?
do we get the victory point right now, or get the victory point
At the end of the game, if there are no clues on this location, we get a victory point.
Sometimes effects would cause clues to go back on the location. So
Like that false lead that I had, that was like if you fail the test, you drop clues on your location.
exactly. All right, then we're down to Broody and Greg. How many clues do we have right now, by the way?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6. Yep, 6. So we're 2 short of the next cultist.
Can you deal with this acolyte with 2 on it?
No,
You don't have like a mind over matter or anything?
nope. I've got books, and more books.
because I'm kind of in the same boat there.
I could go fishing for cards, but I really don't have a way of clearing them out.
Then let's try and just, if Doom's going to flip, it'll wipe them. Let's see if we can clear off and get as many clues as possible to maybe throw out another cultist.
Yeah, an option. A bad option.
So yeah, either if you want to head up to Miskatonic to clear off her victory point, or East Town to play Milana or whatever.
East Town, probably.
Okay, go for it.
All right. All right, so let's use one action to move to East Town. That reduces the cost of allies 2. So second action, play the research in
Free.
free.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Blink.
And I
Long
can
day is
search-
long. Yes. Cheers.
Do I get any tone?
Yep, any tome.
All right, Zach, do you want to pull out that Necronomicon?
I will happily pull out the Necronomicon for you.
I still have to pay for it, right? Or no?
And add it to your hand, so it just goes to your hand.
Yeah, put it in my hand. I don't think I have the cost for it, but
Specify which Necronomicon you want.
well.
Yeah, that's a good
I don't
point.
want-
I could give you the John D translation. Would you like it?
No.
The John D translation is Greg's signature weakness. It's real bad. We won't get into it here. But the one he wanted was the Petrus Didacia translation. It commits for 5 book. It's nuts. It comes into play with 6 secrets on it. Limit 1 per deck. As a quick action, he can spend some number of secrets to do a lot of things. For example, he could go and engage an enemy and just dump on it, which would be really cool. But unfortunately, it might be just a little too late. We'll see.
Wait, how many points does he have? 1?
Yeah,
I wouldn't have the resources to play the Necronomicon.
correct. That Necronomicon is, just 1 shy. Which is why I said it's a little... I think it's probably too little too late.
All right, so 1 action to move, 1 action to play. Puts it in my hand. Let's test lore of 5 versus 2 is my free action heal. -4, so fail.
Can you spend secrets on the same choice multiple times? Yes, you can.
Heal, yeah. It just failed. Alright, so I take another damage, which is okay. And my third action grabs blue. You don't have a way of getting multiples, so 5, 6 versus crowd of 2. Six on 2, it's straight up even. There's 7.
Clue for you.
And clue has been gathered. Greg got a clue.
Okay, so that leaves me. I'm going to be here. I'm just going to investigate at 4 to 2.
That's not going to be
Maybe not.
successful. That's -4.
Yep, I'm going to attempt that again.
That's +1. That's a little bit better.
Okay. Now, I've got the clues if we want to spend it to get a cultist out.
I think it's worth it.
Yeah, I think so too. Given that we could potentially lose clues during the Mythos Phase or something like that.
Yes. The next one is Victoria Devereaux. She spawns on the north side.
Hey guys, I can handle her.
And she
Spend 5
says,
resources to add her to the victory display.
yep, as an action.
Sorry, Zach.
You do have to do a parlay check. Or parlay
Well, it's
action.
just
Oh,
a parlay
it is a
action.
parlay action. Okay, yeah, never mind. I was like, what the heck check is that? I've never heard of that. That's usually just an action. Indeed, it is just an action.
So that's my next turn. I'm going to run up there and talk to her.
Yeah, seems good.
Good.
So that was all 3 of my actions.
All right. Enemies. There are none that do anything. Untap, draw resource, and flip mini cards. All right, and I'll do the cycle here. Hold on. Flip the dang token. There we go. All right, this time, Jacqueline doesn't seem to have drawn yet. So I'll come back to her. Greg has picked up Shortcut. Scooty Booties. Basically, he can send an investigator from his location, including himself, to a connecting location. So just allows him to, I guess, use the sewers to get around a little bit. That's fine. Jared has not drawn yet, it seems. I don't think. Jared and Jacqueline, did you guys draw yet?
Oh, I don't think we did.
Sorry.
You want me to go first?
Everyone draws all at once. And I'm looking at your cards, so yes, please draw a card. And gain your resource for the turn also. That's what I mean by untap, draw resource. So he drew another Unexpected Courage, so I would expect him to use at least one of those this next turn. Mike has another one of his myriad cards. Astounding Revelation, we saw that earlier. Came up pretty cool stuff. Oh. It's a big damn bomb. That might actually end up being quite helpful. We'll see how she plays that out. It also might be committed for just the one brain. So, pretty interesting turn there in terms of draws. Let's see what the Mythos has in store. Go for it. Mythos time. Let's add that Doom. That's 6 of 6. Which means we clear off all the Doom off of everything. I can just delete that and make it go away. As the Hand of God over here. Your browser just crashed the Twitch player. That's strange. Yes, so we flip over this card. It is, as predicted, the Masked Hunter. Engaged with prey. He preys on the most clues. Well,
Oops, sorry,
that's interesting.
Actually, stole that.
So, yeah, we get to pick where he goes. Hey, Jacqueline, want an enemy?
Yeah. Yes. Yes, please.
Here you go. It's a big dang dummy.
Bring it.
But he's there for you. He's a fight 4 strength, 4 hit points, and 2 evade. He has victory 2, however. And he gets plus 2 health per investigator, however.
He's 12.
He is 12 hit points. He's gonna be fun. And he hits for 2 physical and 1 mental every time. Enjoy.
Bring it.
Enjoy. And then back up to here. Time is running short. The minutes pass quickly as your investigation continues. As an action resign, you don't want to risk taking too long. You head to safety with the information you've gathered. The threshold is now 8. Now it's Mythos draws, starting with Greg.
And this guy is a.
He is a named cultist, yes. He is the 6th.
Let's see. All right, my Mythos card is False Lead. If you have no clues, False Lead gain search. Discard, draw again.
Yes, discard that and draw again. Obscuring Fog. Fun. Location gets plus 2 Shroud. When you successfully investigate that now 4 Shroud location, it goes away. Jared, your draw.
Let's see. Whoops.
Button. Who's got the button?
Mysterious Chanting. Hex. Revelation. Place 2 Doom on the nearest cultist enemy. If there are no cultist enemies in play, search the encounter deck and discard pile for a cultist enemy and draw it.
Well, there's a cultist right here. Oh, closest one to
Um,
him would be... Yeah, you're right. It's the one down below.
I'm going to play fast card, Ward of Protection.
Word of Protection says...
Fast. Play this card when you draw a non-weakness treachery card. Cancel that card's revelation effect. Then take a horror.
Yeah, that is a good move. I can definitely respect that decision. You do take one
Where are the
horror.
horrors at?
Blue bag. Right here.
Did you put
I-
it on Jacqueline, or did
I actually put it on.
Everything okay now, Kirk? I don't like it when Twitch crashes. It scares me.
Mm-hmm.
It's real bad.
Rudy picked up a night gauntlet?
He sure did. It's the same one we saw before. My guess is Broody might be trying to evade that thing. Well, we shall see. It is Investigator turn. Who's up?
I still have to draw a Mythos.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jacqueline. You're right. You do. Haunting Shadow. You must either spend 1 clue or take 2 damage. You don't have a choice here.
I don't have a choice. 2 damage.
2 damage. Here you go. Yep, you got a 3.
Alright.
You're at 6 and 6. You're actually not in the worst way here. All right, now it's the Investigator turn. I'm sorry, I jumped the gun a little bit. Who's up first?
I can go first. I want to move over to Miskatonic University, but I think that's going to take 2 actions.
It is going to take 2 actions. A Night Gaunt or a Night Gaunt. In this case, it is a Night Gaunt with an N because it is not helpful in any way.
So I'm going to use my first action to move here.
Yep.
And my second action to move here.
Indeed.
And my third action, I am going to investigate.
Yes, you are.
And I'm going to use right. Yeah, I'm going to use right of seeing or seeking.
Seeking. It's seeking. There's a K in there.
Yeah, you're right. So that's a 5 on 2. Correct?
No, it is a 5 on 4.
Oh, well.
Miskatonic
in
University
that case,
has unless your card reduces the shroud for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't think it does.
I don't think it does. No.
No, and I will therefore commit an unexpected courage
Ah, there it is.
for an extra 2. So now it's going to be a. Help me out with the math here.
7
4?
on 4. Yep.
7 on 4.
And if you
Shuffle,
draw a token,
shuffle.
I mean, this is your last action of the turn, so it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Right.
You did
And
draw a
that
token.
is-
It does
it's a
add
cultist.
it does add a doom to the nearest cultist enemy.
Darn it.
That's real bad. But you do succeed,
Yeah.
and you get 2 clues.
Yeah.
Do we want to put it on that cultist or put it on Jacqueline?
Jacqueline is not going to kill something with 12 hit points in 1 turn.
I might be able to help with that.
Are you on her location?
Yes.
Well, then maybe she will. Oh, I know what you're doing.
It has to be engaged with me, though. But it's an action to engage,
Yeah,
right?
I mean, well, okay, so we could have. I mean, knowing what you and I know, Greg. Oh, but, yes, it is an action to engage. Yep. I'm just going to answer it that way. And I'm going to flip my token for a second to explain what you and I are talking about. So Greg is postulating about the Necronomicon that he's got in his hand. One of the things that he can do with it is just straight up spend 4 of the 6 and deal 3 damage to a thing engaged with him. That's really, really good. So he'd have to engage that thing probably after Jacqueline shoots it and just tank the damage for a turn, which realistically he can do. It's just risky. So we're what he's asking is for Jacqueline to leverage in as much damage as she possibly can with the E-Blade before he takes it over and bops it with the Necronomicon. So let's see how this plays out. He's gonna have to time it very carefully. Okay, go ahead.
All right, so I can do 6 hit point. If we rather have him engage with me than you, Jack.
Well, we've already decided he's engaged with Jacqueline.
So if you would like to take an action to engage him, then when I engage him again, I get another resource.
Right.
That is true.
In that case, I'm only gonna do. Oh no, it's not an action. It's a fast.
You're right. The problem is it only has 6 charges, Greg,
So
and
it's
doing
6.
that requires 4 of them.
Oh, dang. That's still 3 hit points, but
Yes, it is. Puts him to 9. If my math is right, yes.
more than that.
As RPD says, don't do math on stream. That's bad. It's bad news bears. Don't do that thing.
All right, so Jared is done.
Jared is done.
Jack, you want to stab a masked guy?
I do believe Jacqueline needs to go next.
It's a nice.
Here, let's have it.
I'm not sure that code's right for time period, but
Let's be fair here. A lot of the art in this game is not necessarily right for the time period.
So I'm a 6 to 4.
Yes, you would be a 6 to 4.
And if I...
Yep, I see what you're doing.
So I want to
Oh,
play
yeah.
this.
7 to 4, deal 3 damage. Send it.
7 to 4, deal 3 damage, yes.
If assuming this succeeds and you use the charge.
What is that?
That's a tablet, also known as a door, because Alex and Sammy and I are stupid.
Oh.
And the door
does that
says -3. If you fail, place one of your clues on your location. Well, you didn't fail. Are you charging up the Enchanted Blade?
Yes.
All right, that marks 3 whole damage on that duder. Oh, yeah, Brody's got you. All right, that is 1 of your 3 Enchanted Blade charges used. What is your second action?
Second verse, same as the first?
I would agree with that. Now, bearing in mind you do not have the vicious blows here, so it's just a looks like a 6 on 4.
6 on 4. Still not terrible.
Not terrible. That's the auto fail.
Yeah.
It sure is.
Damn it.
Oh, boo!
That's bad.
Okay, how much damage do I take?
None.
None. He doesn't retaliate.
Oh, that's right. Okay, do it again.
Captain Kirk says, have you considered not automatically failing?
You really should have me go in front of you, Jacqueline.
Well, she can't now.
Yeah.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
That's a -2. That's a success. Mark another 2. If you charge up the Enchanted Blade, it's another 2 damage.
Yep. Enchant that blade.
All right. That's 2. Brody's got you again. Greg, get on it. Get on
Okay.
Brody's level. That's 5 of 12 marked on it.
There's proud.
So Jacqueline's really hoping to draw a card that's going to beef up that Enchanted Blade
Alright,
again next
I'm
turn,
gonna
because
spin-
otherwise this is going to be really tough.
Put out an encyclopedia. So, before we go next round, Jacqueline, have me go before you.
I figured you would have this round, but you didn't, so.
Forgot I had that. Giving you +2 to a skill is kind of shiny.
Yes, it is.
Alright, so that's one action to play that. Got plenty of hit points. Alright, I'm gonna attempt to heal myself with 3. So 5, 2. Getting a -4. Seriously?
So that is no healing for you.
And damage instead.
9 damage.
Ooh, that's bad. So, Greg, worth noting, when you engage that big damn dummy, he's going to hit you for death.
Oh, yeah, he does damage when you engage him?
No, but he does damage on his turn. And he's going to be engaged with you at the end of his turn, unless you have some way to evade him.
I'm not going to engage him. Let Jacqueline keep tapping for now. Tap her up with the encyclopedia.
Yep.
+2 skill is shiny. Alright, so 1 action to play the book, 3 action. There's still stuff here. It'd be 6 on 4.
That damage is actually a huge problem for Greg. It puts him way back on where he wants to be. He's right. There is still stuff here for him to do, but he really wanted to heal that so he could tank that damage. And obviously, it puts him to basically nothing, even if he did get the heal off. So this is a pretty rough spot for the team.
All right, so 5, 6 on 4 because crowd. 2
That's an Elder Sign.
side.
Draw 1 card for each tome you control.
That's 2.
Yeah, draw 2. It's pretty good. Oh boy, this is really bad. Yeah, this has to come into play immediately. So I'll make sure Greg knows that. But now he has 2 copies of the Necronomicon kicking around, and womp womp. Bye bye, Elder Sign. The other one he drew is Draw to the Flame, draw the top card of the encounter deck, then discover 2 clues. I don't think he's going to be doing a whole lot of that this game. All right, Greg, what'd you draw?
All right. The other translation comes out.
Yep. Good job you have that extra hand slot.
All right. It doesn't go to hand slot, though. It goes into goes to my threat area, doesn't it?
Nope. Move your hand.
Oh, okay. It says put your put that gun into play in your threat area.
Your threat area refers to the whole player board.
All right, but it still has one. So it goes in my hand, which is fine. I've got hands.
And so Elder Signs count as auto fails.
And I can take the stuff off.
That is literally what that does, Captain Kirk. Elder Signs count as auto fails. He can move those horror off the Necronomicon and onto him, and that will allow him to discard it. There is no other way to discard that card.
All right. Not all that. Play. This is have a big condition. I want to stay here to tap Jack. Should I start taking? I don't really care about it. All right, so we're 5, 6, back to 6 on 2 for investigations.
Yes.
Crazy book could be crazy book.
6 on 2, you got it.
2 on 2. I will take another clue.
There you go.
That's 3 actions.
All right. Well, big
That
old
leaves me.
womp womp here. Yep, Broody, you are up.
Since my original plan was torpedoed by this 9 gauntlet I picked up, I'm going to investigate my location.
Yeah.
He's going to attack me. I'm going to commit astounding revelation for a +1 to this, so I'm at 5 to 2. I got -1. I succeed and get a clue. because there's an enemy at my location, I will evade him automatically.
Yes, you will.
And so that's my first action. My second action is going to be visiting the hospital, some cookies, and recovering 3 damage. And then my third action will be moving up to Miskatonic University, leaving that night gaunt behind me.
Yep. Run away!
Yep. I evaded it, and that is my job. I don't kill things, I get away from them. So that was an uneventful turn, but I am done.
All right, here we go. Enemies. Jacqueline takes damage from this thing. It's 2 physical and 1 mental. She's at 4 and 5. For once, she has more sanity than stamina right now. Very rare for her. Are there any other enemies?
Not engaged or anything.
Any enemies that move?
No, Night Gaunt's exhausted.
Well, he untaps now.
Yeah, during the upkeep he will untap, but he will not hunt and attack because he's exhausted.
Exactly. So that's, and at this point, enemies, there are none left. Untap, draw a resource. And I forgot to flip my token back over, but I will consider it flipped now as you draw your card. Jacqueline, draw your card.
Yeah.
And gain a resource for your turn. All right, good old Borf. This is our guard dog. His name is Borf. As a reaction, when an enemy attack deals damage to the guard dog, which it might, deal 1 damage back to the attacking enemy. So that may be helpful. I'm not entirely sure. She may just use it as a commission, because that's just where we're at in the game. Greg picked up Eureka. It's a commission. It's a skill thing. A commission for will, lore, and speed. If the skill test is successful, it's tutor for the top 3, or it's scry 3, which is pretty good. Jared picked up Spectral Razor, which allows him to get into combat. He actually he's very happy about this card. I'm sure we'll hear about it in a moment. Especially with the Robes of Endless Night. If he can play those, he's actually in a really good spot. Bringing us to Broody, who picked up probably another Myriad card. No, he picked up Moxie. This basically is a horror soak for 1, but he also allows him to artificially augment his will and speed, which is pretty cool. So there we go. Let's go down to the team and find out what's going down. All right, Mythos cards. Let's do it.
Jared's up first.
Jared is up first.
Oh, wait, we need to add a Doom.
Oh, yes, of course we do. We are at 2, 3.
Yep.
2 of. Okay. Oh, yeah, because 2 of them got noped. So we are at 2 of 8.
Okay. Crypt Chill. Revelation. Test will 4. If you fail, choose and discard 1 asset you control. If you cannot, take 2 damage instead. I'm probably going to want to commit something on that. So I think I'm going to commit Unexpected Courage.
I was just about to say, I'm going to predict there's an Unexpected Courage coming out of the deck here. That goes right into your discard pile, Jared.
Oh, yeah. Keep forgetting. And... that's a currently 7 on 4.
7 on 4. Shuffle first. Yep, there you go.
Yep. And that's a -1.
That's a success.
6 on 4. That is, yep, a success. Awesome.
Nicely done. Broody, you're up. Hunting Shadow. Spend 1 clue or take 2 damage. He's going to opt for the 2 damage. Clues are absolutely vital in this scenario. No surprises there. Jacqueline.
Alright. See what I got.
Locked door. Attached to the location with the most clues without a locked door attached. This location cannot be investigated. But you can test out of it by either breaking down the door or picking the lock.
Okay.
Which is a strength test or a speed test.
Not terrible.
Well, you don't care about it because you're dealing with enemies.
That's true.
All right. Another locked door.
It's East Town.
Your location.
It's ours.
I've just noticed something.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if this is going to work for anybody except maybe RPD. Ben Affleck looks frighteningly like David Walliams. That is all. Don't ask why I thought about that. It just popped into my head.
Okay. So that's all of us. So we're over to the investigate phase.
Yes, it is the investigator phase. David Walliams is... Have you ever seen Spaced, Blink? With Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. Yeah, who's up first?
All right.
Ah,
I'm gonna.
you should.
I need to go before Jacqueline. So, unless you want to go get the other cultist first, Broody.
Yeah, let me do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spend one resource to play Moxie.
Yes.
Now that I have that in play, I'm going to actually take my first action to try and pick the locks on this locked door.
Yep.
And I will use the spend resources to get feet for the test, and I will spend 3 resources.
Yeah. So you have...
So now I'm at a 7
7
to a 4.
on a 4. It's pretty good. Stop exploding. That's a 0.
0.
That lock
So
is
there's
picked.
lock-
Whoops. Grab that card off the top there. There we go. Ah, clues. Get off. All right, the locked door is not locked anymore.
So, Jared, you can continue working on that. My second action is going to be moving up here.
She will
And-
engage with you.
She will engage with me, and my third action will be to spend 5 resources to parlay with her. What's up? Let me buy off your cultist mask there and tell me what I want to know.
Seems solid.
Bam, done.
Bosh. And we reveal north side. 3 shroud, 2 clues per investigator, so 8. As an action, spend 5 resources, gain 2 clues from the token pool. It's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you have a dearth of resources. Or an abundance of resources, rather. Sorry. And a dearth of clues. There we go. Mixing up dearth and abundance. That's, rookie level stuff. All right. So... Oh, okay. Greg finally beats Broody to the punch, and he's struggling with a line of clues. There we go. Now we got a pile. That looks better. Who's next?
I can go next.
All right,
'Cause all
Jared.
I'm really going to be doing is doing a bunch of investigations here.
I can respect that. All day, every day.
Oh crap!
What's all crap? I don't like all crap.
I just deleted my cameras, so
Oh, whoops.
I've got to go back to my thing manually.
Well, do you want us to take Jacqueline and Greg's turns while you reset those?
Nope, I got it.
Okay, you're
Okay.
good. We're good. We're fine.
So
Everything's fine.
I'm going to investigate. I'm going to use my last thing for my clairvoyance. So I think my clairvoyance gets discarded, does it not?
Nope.
Nope. It sticks around until you play another spell.
Oh, that's right. And that's going to give me a 7 on 4. 4.
7 on 4.
7 on 4?
Yep.
Which is not horrible.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
7 on 4. Shuffle the bag.
-2. That's a
It's a
success.
-2. Yes, it is.
And that will give you 2 clues from that location. Nicely done.
2 clues. You got 4.
Yes. Okay. So for my
We got 7
for my
right now.
next Yep. For my next action, I think I'm going to I think I'm going to blow that last resource from right of
Struggling with the line of
seeing.
clues. What is line? What is
Ticking.
what is line? I did not
Go
hit
for it.
her. I did not. It's bull. I did not hit her. Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark. Okay, so 4 on... What was that?
7.
4 on 7.
The right of seeking doesn't give you a plus anything, so it's
Oh, you're right. So
Just
I'm going
5
to
on
have to
4.
commit something.
Are you going to commit if you're there, right?
Correct.
yeah. You have to be in his location to commit.
Yeah.
Boo.
So what... Wait, I've got... Is this a 5 on 4?
It is
Yep.
a 5 on 4. Yes.
It is a 5 on 4. You know what? I think I'm going to take that back. I am not going to do that. Instead, I am going to gain a resource and draw a card.
That is a surprising play. Okay.
I was about to say, would
Yeah.
you rather search the top 6 cards of your deck for a tome or a spell?
Ooh. No, I already did it, so...
That's fair. All right. He is done then.
Yep.
Wait, that's only 2 actions, right?
That was 3.
No, that was all 3. Because my first action was to use the... to suck up a couple of clues. My second action was... What was my second action?
That was your second action. Draw and gain a...
That's
Draw,
draw,
No, I-
draw
It's
and gain a
separate.
resource. Those are 2 separate actions.
Yeah, they are. That's what messed me up.
So I really thought he was going to play the Spectral Razor there and replace the Clairvoyance. That's a very surprising play. I mean, normally, if it's me, I would want to get right into combat, but this could be an interesting turn of events. Actually, might turn things around for them. All right, who's next?
You have 9, you're at 5.
Greg was going next.
Alright, so let's spend my free action to get rid of a secret Jekyll and have +2 fight till the end of the round.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. Nicely done, Greg. Would you go as far as to call it Arkham Circle?
I want you to stab that guy. Stab him hard.
Well, Enchanted Blade's not a stabbing weapon; it's a slicing weapon. But nice try.
Anything could be a stab weapon.
I don't know. It looks very much like a rapier for stabbing.
Does it? Oh, maybe I'm thinking of something different.
It's definitely rapier.
That's your
Yeah,
first
yeah,
action.
yeah.
Your other action.
Alright.
So that's his free action. What's next?
That's my free action. Can't pick it. I don't want to fight it. Can't search.
Greg, it is worth noting you do have that research librarian who is a 1/1 that you can put damage on.
Oh, interesting. I'm not sure how much.
I don't think
help, but-
I don't think that helps enough
it
to
means
get
you
him out
wouldn't
of
die
an
if the
attack.
guy
But
attacked you.
there it
right.
is.
Engaging. I don't have any more. Not bashing that. Picking. Locked door. Graveyard. Kind of want to stay here to help you out, Jacqueline. Oh, I can spend 2 actions to clear out 2 of the board.
That doesn't clear out. It goes to you.
Oh, it goes to me?
Yes.
That's fine. I've got plenty of unspeakable knowledge that I can learn. All right, there's 3 actions.
That is by far one of the worst signature weaknesses.
That
in the
is a
game.
brutal signature weakness. It's so rough.
Like
Because it
not
literally
only
immediately puts you to 3 if you can't heal it. Or 6, rather. That doesn't work, Greg. You can't do that.
That has to go to me.
Yeah.
Yes. Because it's not taking damage, it's moving damage. And also that would kill him.
My reaction was the encyclopedia, and then I'm just going to spend all of my actions just to clear this out.
Yeah, I can't blame you for that.
Yeah.
I want to stay
But not
here.
only is it like dealing 3 horror to you, it's also burning actions. Now,
Yeah.
normally you could use it because it's a tome for her free action, but still, then it's wasting 3 turns where you're not getting a free action. So
Exactly.
yeah, that's such an awful weakness.
It's brutal, but it also makes it's all worth noting that she's one of the first characters they created, so they didn't really know how to balance that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's my actions. Jacqueline, you want to do something mean to this guy?
Always.
You only have 1 charge remaining on that Enchanted Blade. Make it count.
I know.
You can continue to use it afterward, and you still get the +2. You just don't get the extra
Yeah.
damage.
Can you commit to a test even if the skill doesn't matter?
No. The skill icons have to match to commit it.
Damn.
I mean, I'm trying to figure out what difference it would make.
Okay. So I want to
Yeah,
stab
that's
this
not gonna
guy. I
work.
don't
Out of my hand.
That's not going to work.
Okay, so I want to stab this guy. I don't know that even if I did use the charge on my blade, it wouldn't kill him.
Correct.
Almost better to wait.
Well,
to use
remember-
that last-
Remember, you don't have to decide to use the charge now.
Yeah, I know. I'm just thinking out loud
Yep.
about using the last charge when I'm actually going to defeat him, so I can get the bonuses from it.
Sure.
So right now I'm an 8 to a 4.
6 to a 4.
6 to a 4 with Greg's +2.
Greg's not. Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Yes, you're right. Greg gave you +2 this turn. So, yes, you are an 8 to a 4.
8 to a 4, first round.
That's a success.
0.
We will mark 1 more damage on him.
8 to 4, round 2.
That's the whole bag.
Not
Believe
bad.
me, you don't want to... There you go. Okay, -2. That's another damage.
That's 7 out of 12.
7 out of 12. Alright, let's do it again.
Oh.
-1. That's another damage.
Yep.
All right. Do you get bonuses if you simply kill it?
No.
I do
Only
have
when
to
she
do with
engages
my
it.
Enchanted Blade.
Yeah, that's true. Yep. She would draw a card and heal 1 horror.
And
So,
then
Greg,
that's
if you
all
want to
3
do
for
that
me.
thing, then she can kill it without using that last charge. Next turn.
Yeah, that's another way to do it too. Yeah.
Alright, that's it for me.
All right. Enemies. This one hits you again for 2 and
Yep.
1.
Yep.
You are at 2 and 5. No, 3. 2 and 3. You are really in rough shape.
Yep.
Other enemies, I don't believe there are any. The Night Gaunt
No,
untaps.
the Night Gaunt,
In
he was ready, so he'll move up and engage
Jared.
and attack Jared.
Will he attack? Yeah, I guess he will.
Yeah.
So 1 and 1, Jared. Not the end of the world for you.
1 and 1.
That thing is big and ugly, but
The-
it doesn't hit very hard.
And
Whoa.
So then we are on upkeep.
Yep. Untap, draw, resource. And my token is flipped. Ah, Jacqueline pulled dodge. That's actually really, really, really good for her. It keeps her alive for sure. That's awesome. Greg pulled Dr. Milan Christopher. A little too late, but we're not going to complain about it. Jared grabbed Fearless. That's pretty good. Horror heal for himself. No complaints there. And Broody picked up... Looks like deduction, maybe? I thought he already had that, but maybe I'm wrong. All right, well, let's see what the bad stuff is. All right, bad stuff. We forgot to pass the first player marker last turn, didn't we?
Yep, so now it's my turn again.
Yep.
We add a Doom.
Doom, we are at 3 of 8.
And I get...
Is that the last card?
Yep.
All right.
Mysterious Chanting. Meaning 2 Doom get put on this cultist here. We need to deal with this cultist.
Good luck.
I'm a little busy.
Well, I was about to say Daisy could boost herself and go punch it.
It's true.
You only got to deal 1 damage to it, so...
Yeah.
What's the fight?
3. I think we may have another solution though. I'll see if they.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll see if we see it. We'll see if it comes to fruition, I guess. Right. So actually, oh my god, I'm gonna flip my token for a second. There's a world where Jacqueline runs out guard dog and finds some way to let idiot cultist damage the guard dog, damage Borf, and Borf bite it to death. That might actually be the most efficient way to do this. If Greg, so the play would be Greg runs out Necronomicon, damages Big Bad for 3. Jacqueline swings with the sword for her first action, move with the second action, or sorry, play the guard dog for the second action, move for the third, Acolyte swings, hits guard dog bites it, Doom gone. We'll see if they see that line. Alright, sorry about that. I just saw something really cool, and I think it works really well. See if you guys come up with it.
I have a way of taking care of the 2 Doom cultists.
Okay.
So,
It's not your turn yet.
But
Yeah, well, it is her turn to draw an encounter card.
It is, yes, that's true.
is
Correct.
that
alright. False lead. If you have no clues,
It gains surge, and I don't believe you have any clues, so it gains surge.
what does that mean?
Draw another one.
Oh.
Oh, lovely. Greg, stop peeking. There, for the first time tonight, we get the Bonzi Buddy emote. Can't believe it took it. We're 2 hours into the stream, and I haven't called you a Bonzi Buddy yet.
flip it already, Jacqueline?
The wizard spawns in an empty location.
So that is either the hospital or Rivertown.
Rivertown.
Or
Nice.
the graveyard, theoretically.
And I believe he spawns with Doom. 2 of them.
No, he does not.
No,
He gets it at
sorry.
the end of the
End of
phase.
the Mythos phase, yeah.
It's almost worth f***ing around. Well, no. Alright, my turn to draw one.
Better to put him there or to put him in the graveyard?
I mean, I'm assuming we want to get him as close as possible so we can kill him as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Alright. eyes it gets. And zoom it all the way out. Haunting Shadow. Spend a clue or take damage. 2 damage would kill me. Bad, right?
That's real bad.
So I think the option is spend a clue.
Yep.
As much as I hate it.
It is technically peril, so we are not allowed to give you
Oh, that's true. I should have folded my mic up for that. I'm sorry.
Not allowed to do what?
Although I just answered your question, so.
Peril is a key word on some treachery cards. It means that you have to make the decision without any input from any of the other players.
Players can ask questions, and they can point out information, but they cannot make suggestions.
Oh, I missed the watermark on all these. Interesting. Do the physical cards have that
No, they do
obvious
not.
watermark? Okay. Okay. But yeah, losing the clue. There's no taking full damage. Is there?
Yeah, putting yourself out. No, that's a bad move, especially considering what needs to happen this next turn.
Right. So, what happens if you fill up on damage? You're out for the game.
You are out for the
mission?
game, and you take a physical trauma at the start of the next game.
Yeah, pass. 1 clue is what we're gonna go with.
Yep.
I'm assuming there's enough clues and spare to get all the cultists out.
Sure, if you use the ability on North Side.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you only do it once.
Yep.
Yep.
Because there are enough clues otherwise, though. Because we have, 3 more?
Yeah, at least.
I don't like the way you said that word. No, we've gone through the encounter deck. We know there's no more in there. There's 3 here.
Well, right. Oh, okay. So I wasn't looking at the deck.
So we need 24 clues. And there's 1, 5, and 8.
Yep.
And 2 locations we haven't revealed yet.
Okay, there we go. 13.
You pretty much need to get most of everything off the table.
Yeah, and then some. All right. Jared, your encounter card. Be something a little nicer.
Whoops. Acolyte. Spawn any empty location forced after Acolyte enters play. Place 1 doom on it. Down here?
That or the graveyard. That's easier for someone to get to.
Yeah, put it at St. Mary's. It's out of the way, but...
And now we are suddenly at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 doom. So unless we clear a doom like that, this is a game.
So it's worth noting that this scenario is not written for them to get all the cultists, and I'm not telling them that deliberately. And Broody knows this also. Like he's also playing quiet and not telling them that. Generally, like I don't think I've ever won by clearing all the cultists out. It's just designed to be impossible. We'll see if they kind of pick up on that over this turn. But I would like to see them get that last kill and maybe clear off a little bit of doom, maybe on this acolyte here. So we'll see what happens. They might have a couple of turns left. Is it mathematically possible? Yes. Yes, it is. Sammy claims to have done it. I'm not sure I believe him.
Okay.
All right.
I'll pass that over for next round. And we're up.
All right. Jacqueline, do you have a way of doing 4 damage and 2 attacks?
I have a way of doing.
She does not, Greg.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Nah.
You have all the information. You get off that smug chair.
It's time for the smug face.
Like, I see how to deal with that cultist. I've got that taken care of.
No, you
Which
don't.
cultist?
The one that's got the 2 doom.
I have that one taken care of.
Oh,
It's contingent, Jacqueline, if you're seeing what I'm seeing.
I could just send you there and you can go punching.
I don't
That's
want
one
to go
less
there.
action. That's one less action you have on your turn.
The Bonzi buddy needs to do something very, very, very specific.
Yeah, I don't want to go there. I have a way of taking care of it without going there.
Sure. Yeah.
Remember, Greg, she can attack something that's engaged with you. I'm just going to put it that way.
She could.
Yep.
Yep.
Very yes.
I just have to. Okay.
Yep.
But I don't have the resources to do everything I want to do.
Yes, you do.
All right. So in order for this to work, I have to pull off the medical text first.
You could do it. I hadn't thought of that. You could do it that way. But you don't have
Oh,
to.
I guess I can give one to the librarian and survive. Yeah.
Yes. So realistically, I would do that at the end of the turn.
Oh, so then I could have taken the damage last turn instead of spending the clue and just give it to the librarian, right?
It would get rid of your librarian. He's only got 1 and 1.
I think it's better off killing the librarian.
That's fine,
than
RPD. Don't
spending
worry
the
about it.
clue.
You would still take 1 damage yourself,
yeah,
though.
you'd still have to take a damage.
Right, but as
No,
far
no,
as that
don't-
parallel
it's-
goes,
You're better off getting rid of the clue. Everybody around this table would have dumped a clue.
all right. So then, yeah, let's just engage him as an action.
You need to play that thing first. Otherwise, you're going to take an A of A.
Oh, yeah. So play the Necronomicon for my 3 resources. First I'm gonna give Jacqueline +2.
There you go. Yep.
There you go.
And that's my free.
Free action to do that. First action to play the Necronomicon.
Yeah, let's make
Quick
sure
action to do something.
Hold on, before
Or
I
you need
before I
to-
grab him. So my free action to give Jacqueline a +2.
Yep.
I need an action to engage him.
Yep.
An action. So I still have an action left.
Yes, you do. So if you want to use the medical text, you can.
Yeah.
Well, except he would get an attack of opportunity then.
Well, if not, if
Well-
he does it now.
Yeah, I'll do it before I engage
Do the
him.
medical text
Yeah,
before he engages.
Yeah.
And then he's relying on Jacqueline to kill it, even though it's engaged with him and not her.
Yeah.
It's 4 to do the 3 damage.
Before Kirk acts, Gloomweaver was asking a 2-part question for me. How old does an evil have to be old, and how old does it have to be ancient? I would say ancient is like predating humans, right? And then old is like anything from Neanderthal forward.
Let's do the medical text.
Indeed.
Let's commit Eureka to give me 6 on 2.
Yep. That's an elder sign.
Oh, that shot.
And oh my god. So you draw one. So you order that. I guess the elder sign effect happens first, then the Eureka
Right.
effect. So draw
So
3 cards. And are they good? Yeah, they're good. 2 of them we've already seen before, and the other one is pretty self-explanatory. It just does this thing.
yeah. All right, and then I heal 1.
You do heal 1. Which does enable you to actually tank an attack if Jacqueline were to miss. It's not good if she does, but
I'll engage him.
the minimum age.
Which
Oh, the
hits
minimum
with
age for
one.
it to be old. I don't know, like my dad's age. My dad's old, right? I guess that makes Blink old too, so that's not very nice.
So when I engage him, he punches me right away, right?
No, he doesn't.
Oh. Why were we concerned about that?
Because if Jacqueline doesn't kill him,
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and engage him, and I'm gonna spend the 4
to deal him 3 damage.
to deal 3 damage. Just
Yep. There you go.
Stop existing. Be gone.
Cease, dummy. Okay, so yeah, he's engaged with you now.
So
Give
Jacqueline,
him an additional 3.
before I do that, would it benefit me to send you to?
No, she still needs to kill it.
Okay.
I'm being way too nice to you right now.
Why did I say that?
I got this.
I'm
All
really
right.
curious to see if Jacqueline sees what I see.
All right. Yeah. Brody, your hands on the other 3. That's for the 3s. All right.
Yep.
And then the kicker on Eureka triggers because it succeeded. Search the top 3
It's
cards
scry
of his
3.
deck.
It's scry 3. Look at the top 3, draw 1, then shuffle. So I'll let you handle that, and I will get to that on your thingy. Jacqueline,
And
are you
if
going
I
next
roll
then?
my weakness, bad things happen, right?
Yeah, I'll go next.
Greg, you're done, right? That's all 3 of your actions?
That's all 3.
Okay.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, I'm keeping that last card. As much as I want
yeah.
the other 2. As much as I like those 2.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Anyway, okay, Jacqueline, go. Do the thing.
Okay. So, first things first.
Yep. Hold your tongue, Zach. Hold your tongue. I gotta stop. I see this ridiculously baller play. And I can't
Okay,
talk
so
about
I can still attack him while he's over there. So
Yes,
I'm gonna
you
use my
absolutely
Enchanted
can.
Blade.
There you go. Good. Yes, do the thing.
So I'm an 8 to a 4.
You are indeed. That's a -2.
Minus-
It's dead. Send that thing to the victory display.
Still a pass.
All right, hold on. You killed it with the blade, so you get the.
Only if I use the charge.
No, it happens regardless. It
Oh.
says, if this blade... Oh, sorry. No, you're right. If this blade is empowered and this attack defeats an enemy, draw a card and heal 1 horror.
Yes.
It's up to you
Which
whether or not you want to empower that.
What's in your deck that could be awesome?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do it.
Really? Okay.
Uh,
Jacqueline, if another big dumb idiot comes out and you need to tank
yeah,
that
no,
thing...
You're right. You're right. Okay, so that's move 1. Okay, so
Yeah, I mean, yes, that's action number 1. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yes, that is action number 1.
action number 2.
I really need to stop holding their hands.
I am going to play this.
Whoa. Whoa. Oh.
On
Oh.
that cultist.
Okay, that's another line that I hadn't thought of.
Do you want to do that to him, or do that to the wizard?
Well, the cultist has 2 doom on it. The wizard has 1, and then I can go down and engage the wizard for the next action with my blade. That was my thought process.
Engaging the wizard does not get rid of the doom.
Right.
But 2 doom versus 1 doom I thought was better.
Yeah, I'm going to examine your hand for a second. So hold on.
I think it might be better for you to not play dynamite yet.
There's a way she can do it without playing the dynamite at all.
And just move. He'll automatically engage you, and then you can stab him.
Or she can play Borf and move and take it on the... There's like 3 different ways to do it. All of them equally
and then
good.
save the dynamite for next turn. Move 1, blow up the wizard.
There's so many good ways to do this.
And
This is
still
really
have a third
frustrating.
action to punch open this locked door.
So,
This is not a victory location, Greg.
No.
So, I
I
mean,
don't care
it's
about
it's
door.
nice, but like, you can handle a locked door. You don't care about it.
I can't.
have we been downtown yet?
No, we have
No.
not been downtown.
So we have
Or-
no idea what is in that location.
She's playing it safe. It could be bad.
It could be bad, but it's downtown. It's the center of Arkham. It should be fine.
Yes, but given that I'm on the borderline of death,
Greg, how long have you been playing Arkham with me?
Don't want to take a chance. I guess.
Let her play her game. If she wants to use the dynamite blast, I say
Yeah.
let her.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
And she's right. It does clear off 2 doom. That is very true.
So that's what I want to do. I want to use the dynamite to blow up the 2 doom acolyte
Sure.
or cultist.
Cultist is dead.
Yep. What's next? You have 1 more
Right.
action remaining.
So that's my dynamite. And then I'm going to move down here
And engage the wizard.
and engage the wizard.
You
He's
know that
gonna-
the wizard is going to hit you.
Right. I might actually, instead of moving, go ahead and just punch this door real quick. I have plans for investigating this location. That's why I'm pushing it.
Okay, the wizard.
It's going to hit you on its activation,
mm,
which you really don't want right now.
Would it? I have questions, and I.
So ask
Ask your
them.
question.
Okay, I have a card that I think would cancel out that.
Yeah, you do. That's true. You don't want to waste it on a tiny attack, though.
Alright, then I'll stay here. And I will punch this stupid door.
It's a fight of 4.
6 to 4.
7. 8.
Oh, why?
Yep, because you still have +2 to fight.
I still have plus
But
2.
the-
Oh, you
blade
can't. No,
doesn't
you
help
can't
you.
use the blade. You can't use the blade here.
I didn't think I could use the blade, which
Sorry,
is why
I
I
was
was saying
wondering what Greg was getting that from.
6.
That's an auto fail.
Boom.
All right, Jacqueline is done.
Okie doke. So,
Jacqueline,
Greg is me.
Jacqueline, remind me at the end of the game to tell you the other line there that actually might have
Okay.
gotten rid of both of those.
Okay.
Jared, do you want to go or do you want me to go?
Yeah, I'll go. Let's see. I think I'm going to use. Well,
You've got this 9 gun on you.
Oh.
then.
yeah, that's right. I got the night gun.
And you do have
Let's
a card in
see,
your
that
hand,
is-
Jared, that helps you out of that.
Oh. Huh? Oh, of course. Okay, so I am going to. Is that a spell? Yeah, it's a spell. So I'm going to remove clairvoyance and cast obfuscation.
Oh, really? Wait, what?
Is that the one you were referring to?
No.
Oh, whoops. Now Okay, so I am going to spend 2 and cast Spectral Razor.
Yes. That is
So
a
that
one-off, I believe.
adds- It is indeed.
Yep.
So, and that gives me a 5. 6.
The
Is that
reason
enough?
he
Is
can
that
play
enough?
this is because it is a fight action, which is something you can do when a monster is engaged with you. You have a
He's non-elite, so I believe I have a 7.
No, you add you're adding your willpower, so it's still your base brawn of
Yep.
3 plus the 5, so you're at an 8. But
Yep.
you'll
Oh.
deal 3 damage.
Plus-
Plus
3 damage.
non-elite.
Yeah.
This attack deals +1 damage, +2 instead if the enemy is non-elite.
Yep.
So,
So it'll deal 3 out of its 4 health.
Yep. And then you just got to find one more.
Okay. So, draw from the bag.
Yep.
Shuffle.
That's a -3.
That's a success.
Oh, that's excellent.
Yep. 3 out of the 4. Just got to
Okay.
find a way to deal 1 more damage.
So that was my first action. My second action. Ooh, that might work. No, that won't.
Nope. I see what you're trying to do. I think. Is anybody on your location?
No,
Of
Nope.
course not. Why would they be?
we're all spread out.
Yep.
So I can't do anything until I get rid of that I got.
Well,
I mean, you can. You just take an attack of opportunity.
Oh. So I'm gonna spend another 2 resources to cast obfuscation.
Okay, you're going to take an attack of opportunity for that.
Nope, it's fast.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Fast cards you can do. Forgot
And
about
then
that.
for my third action.
Well, that's your second. 'Cause
Yep,
supply-
that's my second action.
Yep.
Huh?
Yeah,
No,
you're right. No,
Fast
that's not a
isn't
second action.
Not an action.
Fast is not an
It's a
action.
fast.
Oh.
Yep. So your second action.
My second action is to let's see. Oh. No, I don't have enough resources. I think my second action is going to be
I'm going to ask a question on your behalf, Jared.
okay.
Broody,
Yep.
do you have anything to commit for fight?
No, we do not.
Okay, that actually answers a lot.
Okay, then I think for my second action I'm going to draw a card.
Sure.
Okay.
And
In order to do that, you're going to have to obfuscate.
oh, okay, yeah, I will obfuscate and
Draw a card.
I did draw a card.
Yeah.
And
Man.
I think I might investigate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to scoop up some of those clues.
This is going to hit
So
you on
I'm
its
gonna
turn.
use-
You don't really care, though.
Oh, I can't use obfuscation again?
No,
It's
Yeah.
only on attacks of
obfuscation-
opportunity.
What do you think of those?
You can do the Rite of Seeking. That's fine, but when its turn comes up, it's going to hit you. Take care, Captain Kirk.
So is there any way I can get rid of it?
By fighting it.
Okay, so I would have to fight it barehanded.
CB 3-on-3.
3-on-3?
Not good odds at all.
No, they're not. And I really don't have anything I can add to it.
No. Which is why...
So,
Broody, can you exhaust that?
I could potentially.
I assume you have better things to do.
Or just obfuscate and Rite of Seeking to get 2 clues off this place.
Right.
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, do that.
So
It's
I'll do
5
that.
On, 5-on-4, so it's not great odds, but
no, it's 5-on-7.
No,
What?
7-on-4.
7-on-4.
Sorry, 7-on-4. So I will try that.
sounds better.
That's an auto-fail.
Auto-fail.
As Blink says, it's hard to get rid of anything with an auto-fail.
And we've drawn way too
Okay.
many autofails this game.
Yeah, we have. So that's Jared done.
Yep.
Mike, it's up to you.
Okie doke. I'm going to investigate my location. I do not like my odds. If I went
I'm gonna
down
take a quick
to
look at the
Jared's location.
other cards here.
So I'm going to commit deduction, so I'm at a 5 against the 3.
Spend 2 clues. That's not bad.
-1. I succeed and get 2 clues
Discard cards. Yeah, that's not bad either.
as my first action.
That just needs to kill him. That's not bad. If they can get the other 3 in, they've got those pretty easily.
That means we have 8.
So do you bring one in?
So I'm going to take an action to spawn another cultist.
Wolfman Drew spawns downtown. When he attacks, he heals 1 damage. He has victory
He's only
1.
got 4 health.
He's only got 4 health. Jacqueline, kill him.
On it.
What popped out?
A wolfman that needs killing.
Is he one of those cultists?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you investigated and spent clues. Okay.
And I guess for my third action, I'm going to investigate again. Surprised Wolfman isn't a hunter, but anyway.
Yeah, he just hangs out, which is interesting.
I fail.
All right, well, learning and growing.
All right.
And that's everybody. Monsters. Well, there are finally none attached. Or no, take that back.
Nope.
Jared's Night Gaunt deals him 1 and 1. Oops, sorry.
1 and 1.
You just have the 2 damage out there? Yeah, okay. All right, other monsters. There are none that do anything. Untap draw resource. As we wait for the team to draw their cards. It's not looking very good for them. Jacqueline needs some extra damage cards right here, and that's not one of them. Eavesdrop. Choose an unengaged enemy at your location. Test. That's just not what she wanted to draw. Just discovering clues. I mean, it's great, but definitely not helpful here. Greg has Holy Rosary. Again, just not helpful here. Getting +1 lore is, or will rather, is just useless. It does give him a sanity sink, but he's not worried about that right now. Jared picked up Uncage the Soul, which, I mean, he doesn't hate that. Allows him to play Clairvoyance for 1. Considering he only has 1 resource, I wouldn't hate that. And then Mike picked up another one of those surprising finds. He really wants to hit that searching for cards, and he hasn't done any of that this game, which really stinks. He just hasn't drawn his gas. It's kind of a miserable game for him, really. All right, first player, draw that Mythos card.
Yeah. What?
Yep. Hunting Shadow, you
Oh.
Oh no, that actually puts you out.
Yep.
Yep.
Jacqueline has been eliminated.
I have been eliminated.
Well, that changes plan.
Yep, sure does.
Luck.
Sorry, Jacqueline.
It happens.
You don't have an upgraded shroud, do you? Jared?
I don't have what?
The card that stops her from drawing that card?
He does not.
No.
All right. I draw.
Crips chill. Laura 4. Willa 4, sorry. If you
I
failed,
will
bin
do-
something.
3. I'm not going to use this. So there's a commit.
Drawn to the flame, yeah. So you've got, what, 4 on 4?
Man, Drawn to the
Admittedly,
Flame is a
that's-
good card.
Yeah, it is. It's a very good card, but admittedly, it's not looking good.
Is nice, but these cards are pretty mean. Four on 4.
That's 6 on 4. Keep drawing. -1, you got it.
Woohoo!
That goes over here.
The bless token.
Yep.
It gets discarded once you.
Yeah, it goes out of the bag and back into the main token bag thing.
All right, you're saying something. Do your thing.
Jared, you're up.
Okay. I think.
Stop putting things in the wrong place, Bonzi buddy. It doesn't go into
where
victory
is
display.
No.
Up here.
I've still got that Night Gaunt on me.
Yeah, but you need to draw an encounter card.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
On
speaking of
Wings
Night Gaunt.
Darkness.
Speaking of Night Gaunts.
Yeah.
Test speed of 4.
treachery. I'm not sure I can do that.
So actually, you kind of don't care about this. You're going to take 1 and 1 and move to here,
Rivertown.
Move to where?
Rivertown.
Rivertown.
And then, so yeah,
Okay.
yep. Take 1 and 1.
Well, still do the test though.
Oh,
He has to do the test, yeah.
Yeah. You have to do the test one way or the other.
okay.
Because there are
Sorry.
other negative effects that could happen.
Right.
0.
So you still fail.
So I take 1 and 1. You. And I am now in Rivertown.
Yep. And with
And
that
here
thing
you go.
engaged on you, and the Night Gaunt stays right where it was.
No. It disengaged from each non-Night Gaunt enemy.
Oh,
So the
non-Night
Gaunt
Gaunt.
is
Right. Okay. So now you have 2 dummies on you.
What?
He was on Rivertown, so he comes to hang out with you too.
Oh well. Things do not bode well.
No, they do not.
Okay,
Obscuring fog.
great.
So we're going to see some discussions here over whether or not they actually call the resign. They've done a lot better than I've normally done on this scenario. We'll see if they push their luck and try and go for one more, or if they just bin it and tap out. All right, is that everybody?
Yep.
All right, it's Investigator Phase. There's only 3 of you left. Jacqueline, you can still provide input and suggestions.
Okay.
Dewey 187.
Yes, I wrote 187 on her player
Do
board.
we bow out? We've got 2
We got 3.
You got 3.
How many do we need?
As many as possible.
Oh.
Ideally 6.
It's tough. I've only managed to pull 6 on this scenario once before.
Sammy claims to have done it. I don't believe him. I've never even come close.
Yeah, he won't stack because he's like a part of. He's the agenda card.
Yep.
Ah, that's okay. So we've got 3. Do we bow out? Are there any victory locations we can clear clues this turn?
Well, I can take 1 action to get back over to Miskatonic, and then I can attempt to do my 2 actions to get those clues.
You don't have any more charges.
Oh, yeah, I'd have to cast another one.
And that'd be 2 attacks of opportunity each time.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, because those guys are still on.
Yep.
I don't know.
Jacqueline, what do you think?
I don't know that we're gonna make it much further. I mean, we've still got stuff coming out. You still got 3 doom, 5 doom out
We've
of
got
8.
7, so we're flipping next turn. Unless we
There you
kill
go.
one of the cultists.
And I'll be
Yeah.
honest, drawing Wolfman Drew was absolutely the worst out of the 3 that remain.
Yeah, so I don't necessarily know that we can make it another round.
It's an action to retire, right?
It is an action
Yep.
to retire. Or resign, rather.
I don't have a way of getting all
So in commentary, I just mentioned that Brody's had a pretty rough game. His deck has not
Yeah.
cooperated.
Nothing has gone what I needed.
I
I haven't gotten any. Well, I started with some of the card draw, but I haven't gotten any of my like searching or anything out.
Jacqueline did not have the gas draws that she needed to support the weapons she drew. She absolutely drew gas weapons, but just nothing to
Yeah.
support them. Jared had what he needed right out of the gun, but he just got overwhelmed by stuff that was beyond his control, leaving the Bonzi buddy high and dry, doing his best. So this is really like these decks are actually very well suited for this scenario. They just decided not to cooperate today. So what are we thinking?
Do we think we can clear this anyway?
Greg's trying to see if we can get one more victory point out of it.
I don't see how.
I mean, Greg's 2 spaces away, leaving him 1 action remaining.
Well, I've got a way to cut that.
You do, that's true.
I would get ace. No way of getting the clue.
Right. Broody is 1 space away. Could potentially get 2 if he's lucky.
Yeah, I'd be like even odds against that. Like I'm more than likely going to miss it.
Exactly. And Jared's just hung up on monsters right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it sounds to me like the call is resign.
Yeah.
I agree.
I agree.
All right, resign it is. If everybody resigns, we read one of the resolutions. So we'll see what happens.
Well, we all didn't resign. Jacqueline was knocked out.
Correct. It's if all investigators were defeated or resigned.
Okay.
Oops, I'm looking at the wrong thing.
All
Wait, hold on.
right.
Can we kill the wolf man dead?
That's between Mike and Greg.
I can't.
Can you do any damage to him at all?
Nope.
Like I said, his deck did not cooperate at all.
So the most I would be able to do is 2 damage.
Right.
Or 1. Well, no, I could use my shortcut to cut them and then attack you twice.
You would have to weather another Mythos Phase, however.
No. No, I was this turn to kill him.
Right. But even if you kill it, you don't have the action remaining to resign.
Right. I mean, I have a shortcut, so I can get there in 1 hop. I'd have to do 2 damage.
But nobody else can deal the other 2, Greg.
Right. So I'm saying I have to have a way of doing 2 damage. I'd have to draw on my triple.
So it sounds to me like the decision is still resign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Hold on.
Oh God.
Do I have any clues? Oh, I don't have any clues. Damn it.
Marvel as he tries to cast spells after the end of the world and causes us all heart attacks.
Yep.
Well, I've got a plan. This fight uses lore, and you do +1 damage for each clue you have. But I don't have any.
But you don't have any clues!
Dang.
Boy, the back half of this game has just been plagued with Bonzi Buddy moments.
If we had given the research librarian the hit point instead of turning the clue,
You would have had +1? Doesn't kill it.
well, that's 2 damage, so 2 attack. Or I have to play the card too. No, it's an event.
Yeah, you only get the 1 attack off
Greg.
that.
Greg, give up. We're giving up.
Yep.
You've lost, Bonzi Buddy.
Dang it, we could have had 1 more in that pile.
Just hush.
All right. If no resolution was reached, each investigator resigned or was defeated. You've managed to obtain some useful information about the cult and its plans. You can only hope it's enough. In your campaign log, under cultists we interrogated, record the names of each unique cultist in the victory display. Broody, would you mind just writing those down?
Yep.
Thank you. And then also the cultists who got away. It is not Agenda 1. Because we didn't lose there. The Ghoul Priest is dead. We dealt with that. And every investigator earns 4 victory points. That's it. Sorry, 5. 5, because we had the 4 in the display
graveyard.
plus the graveyard. So 5 points apiece.
That's not bad.
Well, it's definitely not what we wanted for... Was it Jared? Was it your deck? That we had
Yeah.
a plan?
I
But-
think so.
We have that 1 level 5 card that'll, I think, really beef your deck up a lot. So,
Mm.
well, that sucks. But it's also way better than it could be. I
Yeah.
thought things were getting a little hairy toward the end of Act 1, or Agenda 1, rather.
Yeah, we didn't get the cultist with the doom off fast enough early on.
Yeah.
And
that's-
quick.
Entirely because Jacqueline's deck decided not to cooperate. I'm not blaming Jacqueline. I'm blaming her deck. It's just entirely random number. But the decks just were not behaving today. Unilaterally, no one was drawing the stuff they
What
needed
was
to.
that plan you saw, Zach?
Okay. Yes, RPD says #blame John. I agree. Well, we will absolutely blame John. Okay, so the plan that I saw, Jacqueline has Borf in her hand.
Has what?
Borf, the guard dog. My plan was lob the dynamite, play Borf, Scooty Booties. Unfortunately, she was short 1 action on that play. She goes in, engages the cultist. It attacks Borf on her turn instead of her. Borf bites back, kills cultist.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which takes care of, theoretically, both of the cultists with Doom on them. Which would save us an entire turn. but I still think she was short one action there.
I think I was.
Yeah.
I think I thought about that.
But Borf also, like, he's multi-use. So you go Borf, kill that. Next turn, move, Borf that. And you're cleaning up. That would, so when Jared dropped in here, he doesn't get that second enemy on him. And you're just cleaning up Doom. Realistically, like, Doom was a problem in this one, which it often is. So that's, that was my 2 cents. I think Borf is a lot more useful than Dynamite Blast there, just because of the cost difference. And the fact that he's like, you killed a 1 toughness enemy, or 1 hit point enemy with a Dynamite Blast. Like, that seems like a giant waste to me. And you spent 5 resources to do it.
Yeah.
So, sucks, but whatever. We do have to decide who was the God of Arkham tonight. Starting with the first player, who is currently Jacqueline. What was your claim to fame?
Well, let's see. Hold it. I killed 4 people.
One of which was a big
including
bad.
a guy
Yeah.
that had, 1,800 hit points.
Yeah.
And I sacrificed myself for the cause.
You didn't
Solid.
sacrifice yourself. You were killed by Chill.
Yeah, that's true. The Mythos killed it. You got killed in the most embarrassing way possible.
Yeah.
All right, Greg, make your case.
For out of Arkham, I don't think I covered enough clues to really claim it. I
Being a
pulled
Bonzi buddy.
Being a Bonzi buddy is not worthy of being the God of Arkham. Bonzi buddy something crazy. I got through my weakness.
You did get through your weakness. That's true.
Mm.
And your signature, which is a pretty bad one.
A pretty vicious one, yeah.
Jared, what about you? Oh, also, sorry, hold on. Greg, your deck did behave the way we upgraded it to, which is quite
Yes.
nice.
And we
Sorry,
got to see Daisy's tote bag come out and drawing a bunch of cards.
Including the big Necronomicon, the good one.
Yeah.
All right, sorry, Jared. Go ahead.
Yeah, I had a couple of decent plays, but honestly, I was definitely not the MVP in this one. I'm gonna have to not vote for myself.
I don't know that I agree. You hovered a crap ton of clues.
I did. I
that's
was
true.
a clue vacuum, but other than that, I mean, like I said, I had a couple of good plays. But I don't think that was if I had those plays and I was able to deal with those night gaunts, I would possibly put myself in the running. But my inability to deal with monsters is one of the weaknesses of this deck. So
That's pretty crippling. Well, you do have a couple of attack spells in there. But you didn't draw any
I
of
just
them,
couldn't
which
get
is-
them out.
Yeah, it was a
The
bummer.
Yeah.
clues are what led us to actually summon 2 of these people. So
That's true.
Yeah, it's true.
But I
clues
still
are
don't
really
think that gives me the MVP, and thus I don't think God of Arkham is mine. I'm just trying to be a little bit modest here. I would like the title, but I don't want to given to me. I want to earn it.
We'll just call you Henry Hoover then.
Okay, Henry Hoover. It is.
Henry Hoover. And Broody, what was your claim to fame tonight?
Well, despite like my deck not working at all, I still managed to get a substantial amount of clues and get 2 of the named cultists into the victory display.
yeah.
That is
It's
a
true.
good call.
It's true. All right, chat. Blinken RPD. What do we got? Who is the God of Arkham tonight? My vote would be for Broody.
Is it just Blinken RPD at this point?
Yeah, I think so. Because Kirk went off
The
to do
only ones
something
that-
else, and
Splitters.
that's all right. We're not the People's Front of Judea. We don't hold grudges.
Yeah. Thanks for sticking around, guys.
RPD says Borf was the God of Arkham,
Yeah.
and Blink says Jacqueline sacrificed herself. So I guess Jacqueline, you
did.
are the goddess of Arkham. Okay, no, they're
Yeah.
saying Borf is the god of Arkham tonight. So we'll do this.
Yeah. Borf is the god of Arkham.
Borf.
Look at him grab a hold of that tentacle.
Yep, Borf is the goodest boy. All right, and that leaves just one thing left to do tonight.
Duke would claim a problem with that.
What?
Duke would have problems with calling Borf the goodest boy.
Okay, so we built just dogs.deck. It's got like Hounds of Tyndalos and all kinds of other
my God.
garbage. All right, so there's one thing left to do tonight, and that is, of course, flip the table. Ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. This is a blast. I love doing it. I'm so glad we got Broody back to the table. It's been a little while. Hopefully we'll be able to do this again in a fortnight and close this story down. We've got one more part, and yeah, thank you everybody for hanging out. You guys are awesome.
Take it easy, guys.
Bye.
Thanks all.
See ya.